Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Wim Lou. You are listening to the Hello and Welcome podcast presented by Betway. This is the July Banter pod. This is also the Las Vegas Summer League recap Banter pod because, you got to hear a lot about what the players are doing. You got to hear their post-game scrums. You got to hear some one-on-one interviews. All this, damn near killed me because myself personally, I'm on a flu game right now. So I got probably like 3 hours of potting in me before, by the way, we do have a
flu game for only 3 hours.
Michael Jordan played 2.5.
How's that different from regular?
How's that different from usual?
Well,
That's more than your average.
I'm wearing a hat to cover up the fact that I'm sweating a lot. Can't regulate my temperature right now. I got this.
You might have COVID, bro.
I got this Life brand cold and sinus daytime, nighttime situation going on.
I think you have COVID.
Yeah, maybe. Well, if I have it, we did spend a lot of time together, so enjoy, boys. But
apologies to all the people I'm going to see the next few days. I might have COVID. Yeah.
Goodness, man, goodness. But
goodness.
but first and foremost, this is a banter pod. We all know the rules of the banter pod. All right, This one's not about basketball. You want Summer League basketball. We're literally getting it tonight, 10 p.m. Raptors play the Golden State Warriors. I'll be doing a post-game show after that one. This one is largely about our behind the scenes of what happened in Vegas. And quite frankly, there was so much that happened in Vegas behind the scenes that, we had a great time. So anyway, Alex Wong, Jerome Chang, you guys are all here wearing Backstreet merch again. I haven't seen you guys wear anything else other than Backstreet merch since this trip.
Yeah, we're big fans of Backstreet Boys. We found out at the concert at the Sphere that you literally don't know a single Backstreet Boys song. Would you say that's true?
That's not the truth.
No, that's not true.
I know like three at most, but
he knows
I do know
parts
three
of songs. Yeah.
Show me the meaning of being lonely.
Did we even hear that one?
We heard it as we got into the
when we walked
arena.
into
That
the
was
arena.
the first
Well, we would have heard the whole thing
Sphere.
if you didn't end up in handcuffs.
All right, let's get straight into it. We got a lot of listener questions as always. I think the listener questions are going to cover most of our Vegas trip, but we can add to that after our Q&A. As always, you can always email me info@stevenlebron.com if you have questions. And we couldn't get to all of them because most of them was just what happened at the Wynn. So we got these questions lined up. Jerome, let's get to it.
All right, first question over here. Friend of the show, Amy Otterberg, who hung out with us.
What up, Amy?
The very night that Alex got unbanned, asked, what really happened in the Wynn basement? We gave Amy the full story, and this is the first time we're going to get to talk about it here. Alex, what happened the day of? This is Saturday, the day that we are supposed to watch the Backstreet Boys and also attend a clutch party to meet your agent, Ike.
Yep, so
right?
Full story here, and then we'll get the Rashomon perspective from Will and Jerome as well. So, Saturday, we have been there for a few days in Vegas. And, quick background, as everyone knows, last year I was banned from all Wynn properties because after a media party, I was slightly inebriated and, walked into an art installation, a Jeff Koons art installation in the lobby. Security promptly took my personal information and had me banned. And so during the week when we got there...
And by the way, again, not to belabor this, but it really wasn't that bad. You took 1 foot inside of the grassy knoll, basically.
A walk in
No,
really
it's like a
sounds
garden
like you
thing.
intention. Like you basically, if someone lost balance, tripped over, and stepped back out, is exactly what you did. We saw someone on this trip fall completely in.
Full body into the same bed of flowers.
Yeah, are they allowed in Macau?
A person that we don't know, just for the record, so we're not going to out anyone. Like, we actually didn't know who it was. But someone fell and basically was lying back in there. Like, they might as well have been doing, like, snow angels while they're in there.
Right. Well, he was probably doing snow angels before he got in there, so.
Yeah, so this is for all the online people here listening, sometimes touching grass is a little bit overrated, especially in this case. So maybe just stay in mom's basement and hit the live chat.
I do have a question, Alex.
On,
Did you know it was a Jeff Koons installation, or did you find that out after you stepped into it?
Yo, Jeff Koons a big deal, man. He's the Picasso of cause, man. Wow. Yeah, I did not know. I did not know about
Such
Jeff
a backhanded
Koons.
compliment.
Did he paint the Sistine Chapel in the Vegas?
Come on.
So Saturday, so we have been there in Vegas for a few days, and everybody knows that the Raptors practice out of the Wynn Hotel. That's where their practice court is.
Yep.
And for the duration of the trip thus far, like Will and Jerome have been going there, and I have been skipping out because of the band, because we didn't really want to mess with the situation.
Right.
And a convenient way to skip work.
Come on.
So
No.
So by Saturday,
but
great job by you guys though. Good job.
Hey.
Finally
Well,
stepping up
actually,
for this show.
literally the first
Yeah.
day, like, because we arrived Wednesday night and went straight to work Thursday morning for practice. I brought my Pelican case because we were conducting interviews, so we needed a lot of equipment. The second I walked into the Wynn with it, we got stopped. Because, like, if someone walks in with that amount of equipment, they have to check and verify what it is. So the security guy was very, very nice about it, very cool. Started going through all our stuff and everything. And while I had him, I was like, hey, by the way, we have a friend who was, like, banned from the casino.
Yeah, how
we
does
were
one get
wondering,
unbanned?
And it actually kind of informs what happens later on, but they suggest in the moment, all you have to do is just contact the Wynn properties,
Right.
and they probably will review it again, and chances are you'll just get unbanned. But what did we do instead, Alex?
Yeah, so the context is, I did not contact Wynn Properties leading up to the Saturday. And what had happened was our agent Ike at United Talent Agency had some connections at the Wynn because they hold events there all the time, including on this fateful Saturday. And he had sent an email to his contact at the Wynn, basically explaining the situation, saying that Alex is very remorseful. And that I was slightly inebriated and was hoping to be able to cover the Raptors, but the email thread had not made it up the chain to the Wynn's security team, so it was still left open. Now on the Saturday, we were just gonna drop by this clutch party that we were invited to via our agent Ike, which Will and Jerome can give a recap after. So we walk into the Wynn. And these hotels, it's hard to find stuff, right? You go in,
they're big. They're too big, man.
blackjack tables, roulette, baccarat, all this stuff. So we
bed of
walk around.
flowers.
Yeah, we walk around. I mean, a little bit arrogance on our part to be like, oh, we're just gonna drop by. What's the worst that can happen? And
you want to take the L on that one?
Yeah,
No, I think it's a
kept telling
group L.
Alex,
I think
I'm
it's a
like-
group L.
No, I kept
No,
telling
it's a
Alex,
group L. It's a group
I'm
L.
like, yo, what are they gonna have facial recognition? That you're gonna walk around, you're gonna look like any other Asian, and then is it distinguishable that you're wearing a hello and welcome hat? Yes, but like everything else about you is nondescript.
It's like, yo, the
you're
homie
good.
from Hello is here. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what
Goodbye
happened.
and
So
welcome.
so we're going to this like brunch restaurant place called Jardine where the party was happening. So it takes us about maybe 5 minutes to get to the location. On the way, spotted Mason Plumley taking selfies with three 50-year-old ladies. And then as we're approaching, I'm feeling good. I remember joking to Jerome. I'm like, man, I think we're good.
No, because the two of us were walking tightly beside you, like we were your bodyguards.
Yeah,
And
we were
kept,
in full
looking-
formation.
Yeah, we were kind of looking behind, looking forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just making sure that nothing was happening, and
We were
nothing
an
was
entourage.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole trip was kind of like an entourage episode. But let's just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then as we're walking up, I noticed two security guys behind me.
I felt
And
it
I'm
too.
like-
Dude, we were at the
all felt
the
it.
front door of Jardine.
We were
We're like,
at
oh,
the
we
1
finally-
yard line.
We
We're
legit
at the
found it.
1
We're
yard
like, oh, finally we're here. Well, I think we're good. And then these three security guards literally popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
pop up and they come up to me and they're like, "Sir, are you Alex Wang?" First of all, I'm not.
I tried
First of all-
not to laugh.
First of all, I am not the designer Alexander Wang.
Also for the record, it was an Asian guy who asked you.
He's like, "Are you either Alex
right.
Wang or Alex Wong?" And I'm like, "Yes." and my heart's dropped right here because I'm like,
All of
"Oh
no,
man."
for the record, all of our hearts dropped.
Yeah,
I think
like, this
once we
is-
saw
No,
him, they
man.
stopped us. Yeah.
This is trouble. So then they ask for my ID, they scan the ID, and then right away they're like, "You're gonna need to come to the back with us." And you guys are going to the party, and I remember the last thing that security said to you guys was,
Yeah.
"It'll be quick. It'll be 10 minutes.
Yep,
Like
he
we're
told
gonna
us
take
that
care
too.
of it." So I'm being escorted to the back by two security into this tiny room with a desk, a PC, a phone, and then there's a bench on the back where they can there's like seat belts where they can like belt people up.
What?
Like an insane
Whoa.
insane
They
asylum.
took it to a sex dungeon is insane. Like,
I thought I was meeting the pimp from Pulp Fiction, and then or the gimp. So then I go in.
Man.
So
Okay.
we need to timestamp this too. This is around like 7:30 to 8 at this
Something
point.
like that,
And our Backstreet Boys concert was going to start at 8:30. The plan was to drop by the Wynn, pop
Quick half
over to
hour.
the Sphere, have
Yeah.
a good time. So I'm in the back with these two security guys, and they're like, first thing they ask me is, put all your stuff on the table. So, I put all my stuff on the table.
What'd
and
you
then
have with you,
they're-
man? Power bank, phone.
Yeah, power bank, phone, all that stuff.
classic.
And then some of these lens wipes dropped out of my pocket.
Oh man.
Because I use that to like wipe my glasses, and then one of the security guys like, you got to keep those glasses clean. I'm like, are we doing small talk right now?
Just get the cavity search over with, man.
So they lean me up against the wall. First of all, they take a bunch of photos of me. So they're like,
really?
yo, just
Oh,
face
there
up.
are photos.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
face
know that
up,
part.
take
Yo, are there mugshot
photos.
photos? We need these photos. Man.
And then they lean me up against the wall, so they're like frisking me.
Hmm.
They're like, "Is there any sharp objects that's gonna hit me?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." So then they're like, "Spread your arms, spread your legs out,
Hmm.
put your hands behind your back," and then they handcuffed me.
Yo.
So I'm handcuffed. I'm sitting on the bench, and they're like, "We're gonna wait for someone else from security to come." So at this point, I'm like, obviously a little bit freaked out. I'm like, damn,
no kidding,
like,
man.
I'm like, damn, this is a dumb mistake to have come back here. Like, god damn it. So I'm sitting there waiting for like 20 minutes while these two security guys
Right.
are just kind of in the room, and they're like having their own little chat. They're like, man, Drewski's coming to Aria next week. Like, you want to go?
These
So,
are
like-
some parts that you did not mention.
Yeah.
He's
No, I've been
been-
waiting to reveal.
No, he's been saving us for content.
You
yeah.
would save it, yeah.
So then I'm sitting there, and then finally, security person number one comes in, and he's like, do you understand why you're here? I'm like, yes. I explained myself, understood that I was banned, and then basically said that I thought my agent had communicated and thought it would be okay to come back. Obviously. That's not the case, and it was explained to me that this was considered trespassing because I was
Which
banned.
it is, yeah.
Yeah. No, totally
Sure,
fair in
sure,
that case.
sure.
And then, so security man number one sits down and takes my license and starts typing out a file, and then starts asking me questions like, "Where do you live in Toronto now?" Like just very specific questions that I need to type in.
Sure.
And as he's typing, he's telling me that, hey, we're gonna have to call the local Vegas police because of the trespassing, so they're gonna come and talk to you. So at this point, I'm like, god damn, and I'm also like, damn, the 3 Backstreet Boys tickets are in my Apple Wallet. Like, Will
Oh yeah.
and Jerome can't even go, and I was like
We're
stressed
not
out
gonna
about that
leave
too.
you though, man. That it was very nice that you were stressed about that, but like that really
And I had
wasn't
no
the case.
access, no access to my phone at that point. So
Right.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, God damn, how's the rest of my night gonna play out? Probably gonna end up at a police station. Is Ike gonna post bail for me? Like, do I gotta get a?
I had a flight at 10, so
I was like, do I gotta get a lawyer?
I don't
Do I
think
have
so.
to fly back to Vegas to like defend my case? I'm like, how much is this trespassing charge gonna be from like a money standpoint?
Right,
And,
right.
and also just being in the U.S. at the time, and I'm like, God damn,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
No, it's very terrifying.
Yeah, so I wait
They're
another
about to
20
ice you
minutes.
like Tom Thibodeau, man.
So I'm waiting in that room for another like 20 minutes. By now it's like 8:15, 8:20, and it's like the wait is just like excruciating. I'm like switching, crossing my legs like on the bench, but then I'm like not trying to make like crazy movements because I don't want them to think I'm like trying to jump out.
Because you're also still handcuffed, right?
Yeah,
during
I'm
this whole
still
time?
handcuffed,
Yeah,
so I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want to make because
man.
like. Well, the first thing they told me when I went in there was they were like, okay, like everything's being recorded, like audio, video, which did make me feel better because I don't know, they could take me in that room and who knows what happens, right?
Sure, yeah.
So that gave me a bit of comfort. And then, after like
Goodness.
40 minutes, the guy's like, you want water? I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
So, I guess, what was the sequence? No, they had to uncuff me first. So the security man 2 comes in and he's the head of security.
Right.
And older,
He's like an older Asian guy, right?
Older Asian man. He comes in. He's like, what did you do last year? And I explained to him.
Yo, they had good cop, bad cop on you.
So
that-
they,
wow,
no,
okay.
he's like, what did
So
you
this
do
is good
last
cop, yeah.
year? And then I told him, and he just started laughing. like just at how like, I guess like small stakes or like ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, let me go review the footage, because he had to go back upstairs. And then at the same time, he looked at the other security guys, and he's like, yo, uncuff this guy.
Yeah.
So then I'm uncuffed, and then I ask head security man, I'm like, sir, like, can I please just use my phone for a second? I just want to let my friends know that I'm okay. And he's like, I have no problem with that. So that's when I grab my phone and I message you guys.
Oh,
and I guess we can. And I guess we can interlude here to kind of get your POV up to that point, right after I was taken away by security.
Okay.
Yeah, so from our perspective, we were worried about going to the Wynn and like everything, like obviously we know that this thing was existing. We did get a little bit lost on our way to the clutch party just because it's like hard to find things inside of a casino. And so we thought it was okay by the time we got to the door, and of course security picks you up and takes you away. As soon as that happened, Jerome was like, yo, should we follow him? Like, just make sure he's okay. I'm like, nah, man, let's go to the clutch party.
Meanwhile, the whole time, the whole time I'm sitting in that room, I'm like, oh man, I know right now Will and Jerome are pulling every string they can at this clutch party, like telling Rich Paul, like telling Draymond, like, and I kept looking at the door of the room, and I'm like, oh, any moment now, like Rich Paul's gonna peek in and be like, yo, you're good, bro. But clearly not. Yeah.
No. I mean,
Jerome,
Jerome,
Will's being funny, but like the thing is, like we stood outside, they're not really sure what to do next, and so part of it was like we just needed to let Ike know what just happened, and he was inside the party, so we're like, we're gonna go in for that. I think where we become really guilty about it is when we go out partway through to check with the security guard, because it's been a while. Like we're actually genuinely like
they said
worried
10
about
minutes.
you're not answering. Yeah, exactly.
They said 10 minutes. It's been like half an hour at least. Yeah.
And so we go outside, we find the same security guard, we ask him like, hey, it's been like quite a bit, like more than we were expecting. Like, is there any way, like, can you tell us where he is? Can we go? And he won't even tell us that. That's
They're
the
like,
thing.
no,
even if
we
we
can't.
wanted to grab the entire clutch team out there, we don't know where to find you. Like, we can't pull up like anywhere. So, it got really scary. But like after that, we're just like looking at each other like, I guess we'll do a couple more laps inside. And I remember Will saying, I am pretty hungry. Let me check out what's up with those canopies.
By the way, those canapes were trash. I didn't have any.
They were, yeah.
They were not good.
No, come on.
No,
But
the
okay,
funniest
so like, what happened in the party?
well,
So
the
we get
funniest
into
thing
that.
was I was just like, look, I think, look, for all, our main, like, I guess, like, priority is just, we want to have good content for the pod. So I'm like, Alex,
me getting taken away wasn't enough.
no, because I'm like, all right, well, you know what? It doesn't mean we should skip the party. We should go to the party because Clutch, like the last Clutch party provided such good content.
Man said Alex would have wanted us to have a great time.
I think we Will did say that actually.
Alex would have wanted us to just move on and honor him.
Alex was like, don't miss out on this great content, man. So I actually did, like I wrote down a couple things. Number one, both me and Jerome got to shake Draymond Green's hand.
Oh yeah, and we can confirm in the moment because when I did shake Draymond Green's head, he said, "Hi, I'm Draymond."
Yes,
so it's not Draymond.
I should have had some quick thinking like you did with Adam Silver drop in to actually ask a follow up question. But we got to meet Draymond because our agent is also Draymond's agent, which is kind of crazy. But that was cool. Got to meet Draymond for a while. There was a lot of like our agent, because he's a big deal, like was introducing us to different people. And at one point I'm like, look, Fred VanVleet just walked in. And then I don't think he actually knew Fred just yet. And I was like, you know what? It's Ike. It's time for me to introduce you to someone for once. So I'm like, all right, let me walk over to Fred, dap him up. Because like me and Alex actually had seen Fred the night before. The Raptors game had just ended. It was outside the locker room, and the Rockets were about to play next. So they're like waiting all in the group. And Fred came over to saw us. He like dapped us up. He's like, "Yo, y'all still kicking it, huh?" I'm like, "All right." I'm like,
yeah, you took that away about it. I thought it was a compliment. Like we were still grinding.
No, it's true. It's true. I think honestly, Fred has been nothing but nice to us. So I just
Fred
thought
loves you.
I did have a question in the moment there when we met Fred, because like he saw Will and then he looked at me and paused and looked at me for a bit, but then like did the very smooth like, "Hey man, good to see you." And part of me wondered if now knowing that he saw you the day before, he was like,
It's like,
did
did
that
Alex
other guy
go
bleach
blonde?
his hair?
You know what? That might have worked for your disguise at the Wynn.
Yeah.
No. The lesson here is just call the win next time.
Sure.
Yes, the lesson is
just-
call the
yeah.
win ahead.
Yeah. What else did we see? I mean, we saw a lot of people at the clutch party.
Yes.
The Nico
There was
Harrison
an unction.
Well, there was the unction because there was
Yeah.
a point where like all the older heads of like John Lucas III. We were looking at him. We're like, yo, that's former Raptor John Lucas III. Walked over, he met up with Sam Cassell, Tyronn Lue, Dante Jones, and Michael Finley.
Did they invite everyone who got dunked on by LeBron to the clutch party?
Yeah, Jason Terry not invited, unfortunately.
Where was Isaiah Thomas in his Celtics jersey?
Oh my
think it's-
god.
So there was that. Nico Harrison. I mean, the whole Mavs
Yep.
team was in there. It felt like a lot of Mavs. I mean,
Oh
obviously
yeah,
some
Michael
players.
Finley.
Yeah, Michael Finley, who we saw many times, and I kept being like, "Yo, that's Michael Finley."
Every
And
time
you guys
I was
were
like, yo,
you
that's
guys were not that impressed.
This guy
No,
was
I was
just at-
I was
this
with you
guy
on
was
the
just
Michael
at-
Finley train.
He's just at the clutch party grabbing beers from people.
Yeah.
It's like no more Lobos for you.
At one
Yeah.
point, Jim Sand, Raptors development
right.
coach.
We pulled up.
We need to talk about Jim Sand
I'm like,
separately.
what? I'm like,
For
whoa,
people
Jim
for
Sand?
people that don't know, Jim Sand, aka the Sandman, like longtime
Yeah.
Raptors assistant.
Sure.
This man was at every party. There
Oh,
was
he
not
was,
a
yeah.
He
party.
was always pulling up.
There was not a party that I went to where I didn't see Jim Sand. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jim Sand is a
Allow
partier.
him, man. Allow him to just go
No,
to the party.
wallahi.
Goodness, he was at more parties than you.
Jim Sanity.
Yeah, so you guys were having a great time.
We had a great time, chilling with
Alright.
Ike, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We were having a time. I don't know if it was a great time. Like there was.
Oh yeah,
like, just
I crushed some
continued-
Lobos. What was it? Yeah, old fashions for you. I had two, one for me and one for
Once
everybody.
again, this guy's like, this is what Al would have wanted.
I poured one
Al-
out for you.
Al would have wanted me to drink 2 Lobos old fashioned.
I'm like, cheers, Jerome, to Alexander Wang.
I mean, for me, I'm just like sober the whole time, just like worried about Alex.
Yeah. So then, like,
Yeah.
we flip back. So then I get my phone.
Yeah.
It's like around 8:20, 8:30. And head of security man is telling me that, hey, like, I'm like, how long do you think this might be? Because I'm still trying to suss out if I can make it to the Backstreet Boys.
Sure.
And he's like, it shouldn't take longer than like half an hour, whatever.
Right.
And then, so I text you guys, and it was reassuring hearing from you guys. You guys were like, yo, don't worry, we're here for you, brother. Although I didn't know you guys were crushing Lobos.
No, I meant we're literally here.
No, I would have wanted you
Yeah.
guys to have fun. Honestly, Al would have wanted you guys to proceed with the clutch party
Well,
and have fun.
You were trying to. Okay, so like here, I could read back
Yeah.
what was going on. So Will ask, "How are you doing? We're nearby. We talked to security. When you're out, just call us. We'll meet up." Story man says Will, as he's holding his old fashioned, typing with one hand. Alex, yo, I'm still here, but they said should be another hour. Could you guys message Matt? Shout out Matt again once.
Yeah, who
hooked
connected
up
us
with
to get the Backstreet Boys tickets, and we didn't want to like just not show up and not tell them.
Yeah. Do you want me to transfer you the tickets, or do you guys care? We both let you know that we don't have numbers. The thing about this is all the ticket stuff and every communication with Matt was handled specifically through Alex. So we had
Right, but
like,
you
while
wanted
we
it
saw-
that way. All due respect to
I
my
want it that way.
No, that's legit the way you wanted it, man. You're trying to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to feel like I was contributing to the group in
You
Vegas.
were. You got us. You got us.
The irony was we saw Matt more
Banter
than you
pod
did
content.
because he just kept on showing up at
Yeah,
practice.
We
leading
legit
up
saw him every day, but all right.
every single morning. Yeah,
Shouts
yeah.
to Matt.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Matt. But
So
no,
you finally
no.
text us and let us know that like
I text
okay, this
you,
is the
and then I
situation.
erase the chat right away, clear chat, because I'm like,
Well-
I don't know what they want to check.
Well, there's one line from Will in this that I'm like, I looked at Will right after, like, come on.
What did he
Wait.
say?
What's in it?
Oh, you can't say it?
Can I say it, Will? Is that cool?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, no, he tells Alex like Alex, who is like entertainment right now. Can you just step out and skip this? Fuck the win, man.
Yo, why can't you just say I'm never coming back and then just leave?
Yeah, once again,
Why are
not
you in
the,
cuffs, man?
not
That's
the way to
crazy.
solve this problem.
Yeah, I turned to Will and I was just like, if he does that, he'll never come back. And Will pauses
Yeah.
and he's like, you're right.
So
Oh my
the-
God,
so-
let's see those canapes again.
So the cuffs are off. It's around 8:30. You know, head security man goes upstairs. He's reviewing the footage, and now there's like a glimmer of hope because he's like, let me just look at this. Because up to this point, I'm like, okay, the police are coming.
Sure.
I don't know what's gonna happen. So finally, the phone rings in the room, and he calls down, and I hear from the other side of the conversation, the guy that's like sitting at the desk. He's like, okay, so just confirming. we're gonna lift the ban and we're gonna call off the police because I just called the police. We're gonna call them off, and you're all good. So then I'm like just relieved, and I'm trying to play it cool, because I'm remorseful, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then takes another 10 minutes because they got to type out the file, I guess, to clear the file. And then they're like, yeah, you're free to go. They're like, would you like to hear about our best restaurants here in the Wynn?
Crazy.
I'm like, I have a concert to go to.
You're like,
Yeah.
So then they're like,
they should at least give you like $500 in chips to play with or something. You know what I mean? Like something of, like,
I was dumb to do the trespassing. I mean, to full
it was
self-reflection.
one step inside of a garden.
I know,
When
full
you
self-reflection
walk through
though.
the
I didn't follow. I didn't
You better
follow.
watch your back.
I didn't follow the rules for the unbanning. So they're like, okay, you might not be updated in the system yet, so we're just gonna walk you out to valet because they didn't want me to get stopped again.
Sure.
So then they escort me out to the valet, and then that's when I meet you guys. We share a.
we get this flurry of texts as your update. I'm out, going to valet, ban lifted. Let's go BSB.
Yo.
And the timestamp is 8:48 like local time.
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
subtract 3 hours from all these.
Yeah. So we hop in the Uber. We share a group hug.
Yes.
We share a group hug, and then we get to Backstreet Boys.
Right.
And
Wait,
one of the
can I,
things,
pause for a moment just to, because you asked us to message Matt, and I did actually end up doing that, and it's like the most insane 180 flip because at 11:32, which is like when you asked us to do it, or 8:32, so let's say that's a half an hour before you let go. Hey Matt, it's Jerome. This is the first message I've ever texted him because I just got his number. So a bit crazy over here, but we tried the Wynn for the clutch party, and security did stop Alex. So he's stuck right now talking to them, hopefully clearing things up, but they're holding him for a bit. We're going to be late, hoping we can catch some of it. Unfortunate circumstances, but hope the best for our guy Alex. That was that.
while ripping canopies.
That was
flicking up with friends.
That was
Man,
11th.
those were not good.
11.
You didn't miss out on much, man.
There you
You're
go.
good.
That was 11:32, and then the next message, not as at all thought through, was okay on our way.
Sick.
Just totally cleared up. So the thing is too, like, I know Matt had told us the concert starts at 8:30, and one of the things that I like to do when I go to concerts is basically I look up the set list beforehand.
Yeah, you're so weird with this.
Because I want to know. Because I want to know what songs are
very
on the
different
way.
in that regard. Yeah.
This guy wants spoilers. It's crazy.
Yeah, so the whole time I'm like, damn, like I already know like what songs we're gonna be missing, like up top and stuff. And that was gonna be tough. But we walk in, and I think Will referenced earlier, like we get into the Sphere. First of all, 5 songs into a concert, like the Sphere is super clear, no lineups.
Yeah, it's actually we just ran in. Perfect.
Yeah, we went straight in, and as we're using the washroom, we hear "Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely."
Yep.
We walk in to our floor level seats. We see Matt. Matt's in a VIP section with a lot of members of the Raptors organization. Scotty
Including
Barnes is
Scotty,
there.
yeah.
Scotty Barnes was there as well.
Sex.
And then security moved us to like kind of the left side of the stage. And we were pretty close just to experience the whole Sphere.
It was
And
so cool.
and we'll get into the concert experience after. I think we have some questions on that, but like it was incredible. It was an incredible concert, and it just felt like freedom, man. It just felt like freedom.
Dude.
I remember going to the bar and just buying you, a $47 like vodka soda.
Hey, if
And I was like,
I can't believe you ended up buying me a drink after the fact
nah,
that you got the
honestly.
taste.
Yo, that's what Al would have wanted, man.
Yo.
Al would have. Everything tasted like freedom fries, man. Like that was a freedom drink.
The
Dude,
funniest thing was
WWAD. What would Al do?
legit. So we got there. We're trying to watch like the first couple of songs, and then I was like, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm like just thinking. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm just gonna go with you because like I just want to make sure you're okay. Like I don't know like what's gonna happen. We get to like the like where you order drinks, and I look at the drink menu. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want any drinks, man, because like it said $25 US per drink.
Oh my
That's
god.
that's like $30. It's like $35. I'm not
No,
kidding.
that's the
Canadian.
going rate, man. And I was happy to sip on that drink for the whole night. It was just the transition, now that I think about it, is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
going from the Wynn saga straight into like one of the best
like
concert
an 8-minute
experiences
Uber,
ever.
like
Right.
just like
Yeah.
completely 180'd your night. It's the most
Yeah.
Vegas experience
Right.
I've ever had. Like even though it didn't happen to me
For
directly
sure.
or Will and I directly, just to be around. Our friend gets arrested, then somehow pops out, and then we're like in an insane concert in one of the most like ridiculous venues we've ever been in,
Sure.
because we met the head of security who hooked us up with floor tickets.
Yeah,
That's a great time.
and I think you guys will agree. Like, despite missing like the first 5 songs, like I feel like we got the full concert
Oh,
experience.
We got
Man.
everything except
all
I
my
think As Long
favorites.
As You Love Me. Yeah, Will. My favorite thing about Will is, I mean, everyone who's been listening in the lead up knows that Will doesn't really know the Backstreet Boys or their significance as a band. He knows a couple of the songs. As someone like noted earlier, if you've done karaoke, you've definitely heard Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys. So Will, but the thing about Will is he will be very good at yes-anding with people and gassing them up.
Yeah,
So
oh, yeah.
he'll talk to people in the crowd like super fans, because that's the thing about this Backstreet Boys experience.
Oh, yeah,
Like
it's just-
the only people that are there are like super deep fans, day ones,
And then me and Scotty
showing up
Barnes.
with merch and buying merch, and then Will and Scotty Barnes. And
like,
Will
alright.
is just talking to everyone like, yeah, my favorite's Kevin.
Yo, I knew one album, the Millennium album.
You just kept us
I
saying
knew
Millennium
one
at
person was
people.
named Kevin.
Yeah.
And I knew like maybe 3 of their biggest songs. So
My
I
favorite
felt like
that's
I had
enough.
enough to like, banter.
My favorite thing post show was we were with some friends on the Raptor staff, and we're talking all about it, and everyone's super excited. Again, like big fans. And
Yeah.
then some of them were talking about like how amazing it was to hear not just the hits, but other ones that were singles, but not as big hits.
Right,
and Will
right.
steps in and says, "Honestly, guys, I felt like the low key hits hit even harder." And everyone,
He's like,
everyone's
yo,
like, yeah.
He's like, I can't believe they played Backstreet's Back, man.
I looked directly at Will, just like full stare of judgment, and Will just like holds his face. Honestly, it's
Oh,
one of your
man.
finer performances. Like,
So
I've
do
never
you
seen you play
guys
so hard.
do you guys disagree with the approach of knowing the set list beforehand?
Oh, good question.
It's a bit weird, man.
Okay, yeah, I want to hear your case. I don't really have a strong feeling one way or another, but I want to hear your case.
Yeah,
I
well,
just-
what's the appeal?
I like to know what's on the way, because I remember towards the end of the set they did a run of Quit Playing Games with My Heart, followed by Shape of My Heart, followed by I Want It That Way. And I was just waiting for that the whole night. Like that's
Sure,
a
yeah.
crazy 3-song run. Like
No,
I don't
no.
even know what the
Alex turned
Oasis
to me in the
comparison would
crowd.
be. Yeah.
Was like, Alex turned to me and was just like, "Hey man, you don't even want to know what's coming up," and then shows me,
Right.
and I go and I do the Jelly Williams like, like but it hit hard. Okay, Will,
Okay,
tell
hold on.
us
So
why
you
you
do
think it's
this-
weird. Yeah.
Do you do this for other things? Like when you watch a movie, for example, do you look up the plot first, read it, and then watch?
I've done that before.
What?
Yeah, for older
Why?
movies or movies that I know are going to be a little bit confusing. Like if I'm watching Donnie Darko again, I'm definitely gonna read
Sure.
the plot first and then let the movie run.
Okay.
So when
Now,
you turn
if
on
it's a-
Sixth Sense and you're like, "Oh, so he's dead already."
Yeah, but if it's like a straightforward movie, like I don't know, Mulan or something, like I'm
That's
fucked.
Mulan. What's wrong with Mulan? Mulan's great. Man.
No,
It
but
is a-
Mulan
it
is
it
pretty
also
straightforward.
It was a little straightforward.
But you were
Yeah.
watching it, you were like, "Oh, so actually Mulan's a woman the whole time."
Yeah. So, but yeah,
Wow.
no, I think, I do like to know what's coming in a set, so I know like what to expect and stuff.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Interesting.
do have one case for Alex where it kind of makes sense to me. If you are a legacy act like a Backstreet Boys or any group or artist that has like a deep list of songs, it is kind of good to know that you are guaranteed to hear the ones you want to hear, because what
Yes,
happens so
of
often in
course,
a
yeah.
new show
Yeah.
is like they'll lean hard into their new stuff, and then you're like, what actually happened for me that worked against me not going to the show was not seeing Usher in Scotiabank Arena, because it sounded like he was leaning harder into his new album with more of a medley of his older hits.
Give it up.
And
Give it
to
up,
me-
Usher.
And to me, I was like, no, well, now knowing that, I wish I just did his residency in Las Vegas, where it was just like leaning into the hits and just having fun that way. So
Right.
knowing the set list ahead for that makes sense. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I do like the element of surprise of like a song coming up and like being really excited about it.
I think I like to just remove the element of, like you mentioned, Jerome, of like waiting a whole night for a song,
And then
but
it just
not
doesn't
knowing
happen.
whether it's gonna pop up or not. So like in this way,
Hey,
I
that's
know
life,
exactly
man.
what's coming. No, you can manipulate life, man. Lots of
Okay.
shortcuts. Yeah.
Yeah, well, speaking of manipulating life, so I was at the concert, and again, I was trying to fit in. So some songs that I didn't know, which was like 80% of them, what I would do was I would like Shazam it, you know, like, because you know, like, I mean, this is not a Google Pixel ad, although, you know, I am using my Google Pixel, I'm very happy with it. But I was like, yo, hey Google, like, what song is playing?
The crazy thing is that
I
you
would
wouldn't
just
even
hold
type
it
it.
up.
You were saying out loud. Like you weren't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
like typing
It's
it. Like you.
it's like literally the 5 Backstreet Boys are in front of you, being like, "Quit playing games with my heart," and you're like, "Yo, what's this called, man?"
Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
straight
this
up.
kind of fire. Hold on, what is this? No, because it's good. It's actually pretty good at like you could just like Shazam songs. So now
Yeah.
I would get the song up and then I'll pull up the lyrics. Is pulling up the lyrics weird at a concert?
No, it's not.
No,
it's
no,
not,
no.
it's
Okay,
not.
yeah. 'Cause
I've done this
I-
at rap shows too, where you can
I
like rap
needed
along
that.
and stuff.
It's
Yeah.
important for rap shows for sure.
Yeah. But there's no greater feeling. I think it was "Shape of My Heart" or one of the songs when like
Yeah.
Jerome and I were just like in the pocket and we were just like belting out the whole
it.
song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's
As
no
does
better
Will,
feeling
as does
because it's like I don't remember that song, but it's like when it comes up, I'm like, oh shoot, I do know all the lyrics.
We were
Yeah, of
singing it
course.
like for the rest
Yeah.
of the night. We were singing it like at 3 a.m. at Tacos El Gordo.
Yeah. When Nick Carter comes in with his verse, like just chills, man.
Yes.
Just
Yo.
chills, man.
Love
Damn.
that guy.
Yeah. What?
He's a great
Anyways,
singer.
do it with us, Will.
yeah. So that was that's a long-winded answer to Amy's question.
Yeah,
Um,
Amy got basically all of
yeah.
this anyway too when we met Amy later on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean,
yeah.
the thing is, like, so our night went. Well, that day was just crazy because, like, that was woke
So
up,
you and I
went to
did-
practice.
Yeah, we did. Was that the Sandro interview?
No, that was Jamal Shed.
Shed was Saturday, right? Okay.
I think we interviewed Sandra that day too. Actually,
No, we did Sandro on Friday.
we did Sandra on Friday. Okay, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
actually did a one-on-one with Jamal Shed. I'm actually super excited for this. I actually
That one's
can't
really
wait
great.
'cause
Yeah.
that
yeah,
one was
keep
really, really
subscribing
fun.
to the Hello and Welcome YouTube channel.
thank
Thanks
you
for
for
getting
10K,
us past
everyone.
10K.
10K baby.
But
Yo,
keep telling people, keep pushing, man. We're gonna keep growing as we lead into our second full season here, man.
Absolutely, man. By the way, we're already at 10.1, so you know that we were only in 10K for like a day basically. But so yeah, I mean, we went to practice. Did all the practice stuff. Talked to Jamal. It was great. Came back. I think we only had a little bit of time because practice ran super long. So
Yeah.
you know, like we got some food to go basically. Our health food spot, which was actually
Was
quite
that True
good.
Food Day?
Shouts to True Food. Yeah, remember
Yeah, yeah.
we all got
Yeah, True Food
hangover cures.
restaurant, which
Oh,
I
that's
found
right.
out was a chain around the U.S., but it's great. Yeah, great
Yeah,
It
salad.
actually
What
was
happened?
pretty good.
Shout out the
Great
Hangover.
recovery Hangover
drink.
RX drink.
Yeah,
Yes,
all three of
yeah.
us ordered that, and then we were like straight back out basically to Summer League itself. Then we went back to the actual to the clutch party. Then Backstreet Boys at the Sphere, and then
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we got the invite basically to go to the after party.
Oh, I forgot there was a whole
The
after party.
Woo,
Jeez,
after
yes.
party. Oh my goodness, man. By the way, the Backstreet
So-
Boys did show up to the after party, which was really cool of them.
Yeah, the after party was
yeah.
like more what you would expect in a residency style performance, where it's more of an intimate venue.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a stage and there's a whole bunch of tables around, and then a back general area. But the idea here is the Backstreet Boys kind of like jump out into the crowd. They interact with everyone. We
Damn, why didn't we
didn't
say
know
that?
that was the plan. Sorry.
We should have stayed for that portion.
We had to pop out to follow Alex.
Yeah, you know what? Fair.
Alex was heading out. He called it a night. He had enough drinks, so we followed him
yeah,
out.
right.
Yeah, we ended up sticking around. I mean, honestly, the DJ was like incredible in the lead up. Like all just hit after hit after
Oh
hit.
yeah.
When
yeah.
they played Mariah Carey Locks, Honey. Oh my
Ooh, that remix. Yeah. But we
Man.
yeah, we had like a really fun time out there. Again, we had Matt, shout out Sabrina. Sabrina was
Hey,
like one
shout
of
out
we
to
got to
Sabrina.
meet
Sabrina was
Matt's
really cool.
partner Sabrina on the trip.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Bob.
we had-
Thank you, Bobby Webster, for the top shelf drinks.
Oh man.
Bobby Webster was out there. Bobby, curious why I don't drink alcohol. That's cool. Whatever.
Yo, keeping
not-
it top
that's-
shelf, hitting that
That's
top
not what he was
shelf.
curious. That's not what he was curious about, Jerome. You know what he was curious about.
Hitting that top
That's
shelf.
that's behind the paywall.
Oh.
Anyway,
our life is so crazy we can't even tell all of it on the Banter Pod anymore.
I know. Anyway,
Yeah.
no, but it was such a fun time. We met people at the party. It was like just generally good vibes. The other thing that's like really funny, which is so opposite to almost everywhere else you are in Vegas, is because it's the Backstreet Boys. Like, I think we're like maybe the only 3 straight guys in the room.
Oh yeah, it was like 80% women minimum.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny too, because like at the concert, Backstreet Boys, I guess for Millennium too, they would wear all white.
Millennium, Will's favorite album.
So
I love that album.
so everybody showed up. Pretty much everybody in the crowd showed up in all white,
Right.
and somehow us 3, without coordinating, all wore different shades of blue.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a little white
And we
white-
looked like we
yeah.
went to we were going to a Blue Man Group show, and somehow stumbled into this sphere.
Yeah.
We're like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah,
Although
like, hold
people
up.
thought I dressed for the thing because like my thing was like this white and blue knit.
Yeah.
So then like it looks very like in these colors like
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Everyone
even
was in
then-
a different shade of blue, which was
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. I was wearing Dodger blue for Shohei Ohtani, man.
I know.
Hey, thanks Casey Bannerman for giving me the jersey. That was great.
you got a
By the-
shout out at the clutch party for your thing.
By
For
the
your
way,
jersey,
some
yeah.
people in the chat I've noticed, if I can pop this up here.
Sure, yeah.
What's up?
They've been saying, I came late, but did they address Alex being completely stoned out of his life during that panel? So they're referring to the round table that we did with Samson,
Shouts to-
Trey,
yeah,
and S,
shouts to
the
Raptors
Raptors Republic. Hello, welcome, crossover. I guess I had my sunglasses on too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not. I've seen this comment. Like I was not stoned out of my mind. I had to take my anxiety medication right before, so I guess technically I was high,
I mean,
like
Okay, yeah,
buzzing
yeah.
a little
There's-
bit. But like
there's the
it's
answer.
it's not like I smoked a giant spliff with Amin El Hassan outside and then popped in the studio. So I
mean,
would
we saw
like
a bunch
that.
of times, yeah.
Yeah, I would like that
Yeah, I
cleared
want to
from
clear
my
those
record.
allegations because just generally speaking, like Alex is a very chill and calm dude, which I think gets mistaken often for
Sure.
like, is Alex drunk or high? Yes, he was wearing sunglasses indoors at a studio for a live recording.
Because the
Right.
lights were too bright. I knew the
'Cause
lights,
the lights
were
were
going to be
very
too bright. Yeah.
Also, like there are like legitimately times like when we're on these trips where, as a glasses wearer, you forget your eyeglasses, so you're just stuck with your sunglasses during that time, and that's like what happens with Alex. So I'm just here to so Alex doesn't have to speak for himself on his own. I'm here to defend Alex. He was alert. He was on board. Alex is such a generous yes-ander when it comes to these roundtables that he is not trying to occupy his space, and therefore he's just chilled out in the background.
I mean, to be fair, you rolled me into a 1-hour roundtable just purely about basketball. I am going to space out a little bit here,
Yeah.
Oh
This-
man,
this
this guy was
man
this guy was PJ Tucker in the corner. I'm
This
spacing.
man, this man telling me to pick who the best Raptor will be in 5 years. I'm like, what are we doing?
To be fair, I
Yeah.
did ask you while on the Uber ride there. I'm like, hey, do you want to know the questions? You're like, no. I only
Yeah,
want the set list for the concert.
No, I like
but
to-
I don't
I
want
like
the
to-
set list for the podcast.
No, when it comes to podcasts, I like to raw dog. Like, I think it's good
Yeah.
to come in without knowing anything, because then, bong Stradamus. First of all, I think I've hit a bong like twice in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I think I kind of skipped over the era of the bong.
Yeah.
All right.
You Alex Bong?
40 minutes in, we're through one question. Let's get to the second
Yeah.
question here that we have.
Amazing. Amazing.
All right. Top 5 people you guys ran into during the trip.
Okay, so
I
I
don't
think-
have a 5 list.
So
but
I think what we can do, why don't we do a draft? Let's
Sure,
do quick
sure.
draft
Let's
format.
do it.
Will, we'll start with you, and then Jerome, and then I'll go.
Top 5 people we ran
You
into.
gotta draft Phil Hellmuth first, man. Come
Oh
on.
yes, Phil Hellmuth,
have
absolutely,
to.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Woo, yo, okay, guys, you guys understand that I'm a big fan of just poker in general. I used to always come home after school and just turn there was no after school comics for me. I was watching Poker After Dark reruns on Sportsnet East, and so
Not Sportsnet East.
no,
Stream.
seriously, it was Sportsnet East. They would always play Poker After Dark around 4 p.m. in 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
So I'm big Phil Ivey fan, I'm a big Daniel Negreanu fan. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? All the guys from
you
that
were
era.
pointing out a random, just bald black dude, and you're like, yo, doesn't that look like Phil Ivey? And Alex and I are like, sure, man.
I don't think it was him, to be clear. But this one I'm sure of, because this was actually Phil Hellmuth wearing an Aria cap, which he always is wearing. Either that or
In the
Bitcoin,
Aria.
but
We were in the Aria.
we were in the Aria, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, that's Phil Hellmuth. And so at that time, Alex was playing blackjack.
crashing
actually,
out.
more stories about that one in a second. But like,
Yeah, it's coming.
Alex was playing blackjack. Me and Jerome are doing our usual thing. We're just behind him, just like giving him moral
Oh,
support.
I just want to like
telling him
also I
lock
want
in.
to. I don't want to be brought into the lots and thing. The thing, even dating back to like when Alex was like maybe going into the casino or not. The thing that was like the dynamic throughout the entire trip is Alex had two, like an angel and devil on his shoulders,
Yeah.
and like I think it's safe to say I was the angel and
Absolutely.
Will the devil. And so while we're like playing blackjack, I don't even think Alex needed that or wanted that, but he just hears over his shoulder over and over as he is losing money. Yo, just lock in, lock in,
bro.
I'm
And
like,
he wants to
what
do-
do you want me to do when the dealer showed ace for 7 straight hands?
Yo, it was honestly
Just lock it, just lock
that
it.
dealer was stealing, man. That dealer was absolutely stealing. Eric, the Asian Eric with the long slicked hair, I knew he was stealing. But Phil Hellmuth walks by, and we're like, and he's walking super fast because Phil is like 6'4", like he's like a
Sure.
big guy, and he's just like speed walking through the hotel, probably because he just doesn't want people to like stop him all the time, right? But then after about like 10 seconds, I'm like, wait, I'm just gonna go follow him. I'm gonna try to tail him through the casino.
Yeah.
Lost him within 30
I do like that
seconds.
you pause for a second. You're like, no, I don't think I will. Yeah, no, I'm going to do that. And he
Yeah.
just bolted.
And I made the joke of I think he's in the poker room. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was tailing this guy.
Great joke.
No, I checked the high stakes
'Cause he
room.
plays
I checked
poker.
like, you know what I mean? I checked
Yeah.
some of the more
You
likely
couldn't find
places.
him?
he could be. No, I think he like went down he went to the elevator and must have gotten in the elevator or something.
Yeah, he probably
But-
posted his big blind and then went for another walk.
He's probably walking it off after.
Because
another
he's
famous blow-up.
famously at the World Series of Poker always shows up late, right? Like he
Sure,
gets
sure.
blinded down and he tries to come in and like intimidate people and things like that. Yeah.
No,
But I feel like that's gotta be number one for you.
I think that
Yeah.
is number one, man. Seeing Phil Hellmuth was pretty crazy. Shouts
Yeah.
to Phil, man.
Jerome, how about you?
Love the crash.
I'm going to go with, just because, I mean, not to continually try to be the wholesome person here, but Bobby Webster's parents.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's a great
really
one.
nice.
We got
They
to
were
meet
super nice.
like Bobby Sr. We got to learn where Bobby gets his laugh from because it is
Yeah.
a Webster cackle.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Copyright.
They said maybe the kindest things, like just completely unprompted to us, which was so nice. They mentioned watching the Bobby interview and how much they loved it. They told, like, Bobby's dad told Will that he's the best reporter in Canada.
Oh man.
Damn, man.
But no, but like we
glazing.
ran into them a couple of times, like over at the arena, and like it was just
Right.
such a wholesome, sweet thing. Bobby introduced initially, like, these are my parents, and then I think we both got like, I forget where Alex was in the moment. He wasn't handcuffed at this time, but we both got hugs from like Bobby's mom. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
There was something that like and I'm sure we'll talk about it throughout this recap, but there was something consistently about this trip that really felt like kind of the whole year coming to fruition.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it was really nice to get like a lot of like love from not just fans, but like people within like the Raptors organization, other people.
Dude,
in
Evil
media.
Seaman has just grabbed our shoulder
Yeah.
during one of the practices while we're waiting for the interviews, and he's like, "You guys." I was watching YouTube and the recommendations pushed this Bobby Webster interview, and I watched it. And I'm like, "You guys are so funny." I had a great
Yeah.
time. And I'm like, "Man, Evo, that's so nice, man. Can
Evil
the beef with me?
Knievel, baby.
Can we end the beef with me and Darko now? Come on, please, man. Let's,
Do you
let's
guys
take it
have
back."
beef?
I mean, you know, I was remember that when he first got hired, I thought he was like kind of a yes man kind of situation.
I still think that. Yeah.
Well,
But no,
I gotta say,
yeah,
my respect for Darko has gone up over time.
Well, it
Absolutely.
couldn't have gone down where you started. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's
back
why I want
to
you.
it.
That's why I want Eva to tell him we're good now. Oh, I could just tell Darko myself, but you know.
There you go.
Yeah,
Back to it though. Bobby's parents. That was
Right.
like actually one of the more
Okay, I like that.
unexpected, really nice meetups on this trip.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I did tell Bobby that when his parents are in town next time, we'd like to take him out to dinner.
Oh, nice.
It'd be beautiful, man, to just hang out with the Webby family.
Yeah, no, really nice family. Happy for
What
him.
am I gonna draft? Really
That's
tough
our
here.
Webby Awards.
Really tough here, choosing between one of the Jokic brothers, Al Harrington, and Pods here for me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm drafting all three.
yeah,
So we were at the media party, the day after my ban was lifted, back at the Wynn at Inspire. nightclub. Shouts to Warren Legary for
Yep.
organizing. That's the
Hey, shouts to Ward Legare for personally allowing us to skip the line and walk in.
shouts to Ho
Yeah.
Chen as well.
That's
Shouts to
kinda fire,
Howard Chen for leading the way there.
People waiting in
As
line.
well.
I'm like, nah, man. Let's talk to
No,
Warren.
we know Warren
Warren
G.
G.
We know Warren
G,
G,
baby.
man.
That's
So
what
This
it
is
is.
how we regulate.
and then in there we we see just people, right? Like players, scouts,
Yeah, of
whatever,
course, of
random
course.
people.
A lot of media.
And the man that stands out right away is one of the Jokic brothers because he's
Yo.
massive.
He looks like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
He looks like if the Mountain and Zangief from Street Fighter had a baby.
Yeah.
Like-
So he to describe it, obviously we know like he's gigantic first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, he's like bald on the sides of his head and obviously
Yeah.
all tatted up too. But then at the top of his head, he just has like a diamond shape. like if you just shaved it only to a mohawk size,
Yeah.
but then just diamond. I was
this
like,
guy's
whoa,
head was throwing up the rock.
dude, yo, legit look like this, man.
So with
was
these
he was
things
terrifying, man.
with these things like sometimes it's just fun to try to pull up to these people because
Yeah, yeah.
you're never gonna see them again. Maybe in that
Right,
environment.
right.
So I decided to pull up to Mr. Jokic, and I was like, hey, you mind if I
Big
take a
What did
like,
you even
big
say?
I was like, big fan of the time you showed up to Miami to threaten the Morais.
Right.
And I was just like, hey, you mind if we can take a photo? And he's like, no, I'm private. Yeah.
He's like, no, my brother, I'll kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was like, mad shook. I'm like, yo, it's all good, man. I'll catch you next time. I was like, yo, it's chill, dog. I'm
This
gonna
guy's
catch
a-
you.
I swear that
I'm
guy
gonna
was at
catch you
least
on the flip
350
side.
pounds. Man. He was
Yeah,
like,
I started talking like a 45-year-old like white skater. I was like, yo, rock on, dude. It's all good, bro.
yo, that's incredible.
Yo, that's so gnarly, bro.
Yo.
So then got curved there, and then later in the same night,
Uh-huh.
Brandon Pajemski, the Golden State Valkyrie super fan,
Yep.
was walking around the casino, and Pods is another guy that is like super recognizable, right? He got that little curly hair going.
He got the curly hair. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, and this is the thing I guess you guys saw me do like all in Vegas. Like I would just say the person's name when I saw them.
Right.
Like
Which
no
I
approach.
didn't quite understand that, man. Why?
Yeah. I was just like, yo, Pods! And then he just walked away from me.
Did you mention Nikhil Alexander Walker yet?
Yeah, I saw Nikhil Alexander twice, and both times I was like, Nikhil! And that was it. Yo,
It was-
rock on, man. Yeah,
It was insane because I was standing next to you and you looked at me, and
Yeah.
then you looked at Nikhil, and I shook my head at you, and then you ran up on it.
Right. No, because we also saw a friend of the program, Andrew Nemhard, but we just
Right.
decided not to bother him.
No,
Yes.
because there's a real connection there that,
Right.
that we're going to form.
Yeah, oh,
Which,
here-
hey,
here's a-
which
here's
by
a-
the way, I did end up going to Summer League 2 nights ago. We could have just, it was like the Monday. There was no Raptors game. There was no practice.
yeah.
Could have just taken the day off. But I'm like, nah, I just want to go down and watch ball. And I was at the Mavs game hoping to run into Andrew, who had been, Ryan Nemhard was signed to the Mavs. And so he's been around just watching his brother. And of course, I know their agent. He was the same agent as Pascal Jafar. Shouts to Jafar. And then so when I saw them, I was like halftime, and they were sitting courtside. I'm like, I was sitting with Jeremy, and I'm like, man, let me just go walk up to them and say hi. So that I legit pulled up to them, and then anyway, long story short, Andrew obviously knows who we are. I had a great time last time we interviewed him, and I was like, yo, let's interview you guys again. And he's like, yo, absolutely. Like I'm training in Toronto for like the month of August. Let's hang out. So we will be interviewing Andrew, but then I also had the idea because I was watching the game. I'm like, let's actually interview both you and Ryan Nemhard together, his younger brother, who's now with the Mavs. And he's like, absolutely, that sounds like a great idea. So that's right, baby. End of August. Look for that. All right. This is what Summer League's all about, just pulling up on people.
Yeah.
Yo.
Well,
Yeah, it was
okay.
great.
Here, I got a question about like etiquette in terms of pulling up on people. So we
Mm-hmm.
tell fans all the time, it's actually like one of the best places to run into players, see them constantly, especially if you're just
Hell
wandering
yeah.
around, say the Wynn Hotel, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the Andrew Nemhard thing. So like when we did see him, like it was the middle of the night and also like in the
Dude,
casino. And so
Right.
my idea around etiquette there was if they are in the middle of a game, we just don't approach. Like I think like definitely save it for more neutral
For
like
sure.
areas, like also because we work in media and it's like one of those, it's sometimes like the awkward thing of like seeing your teacher outside of school.
Right.
There's a little bit of a, even though we know, like, obviously we're all in Vegas, there's a little bit of a, like, caught in the moment thing.
Yeah, but you gotta be cool about it. You know what I mean?
Like you're with your shorty at the Coldplay concert or something. But
oh
No, you gotta pick your spots. You know,
romance
like,
ain't dead, baby.
like Jokic brother is not gonna kill a relationship. Pods is definitely not gonna kill a relationship.
sure.
Right.
Pods is not killing the pod.
Yeah, so then finally I was able to make a proper approach. Ran into former NBA player Al Harrington.
Yeah.
And as people know, Al
I didn't
Harrington.
even know the story.
Al
that's a
Harrington,
good
you know,
one.
post career has been, you know, in the CBD weed space.
Yeah.
Huge advocate of that.
Right.
Part of the Big Three. Make sure you follow Chris Haynes for all Big Three updates. If you want to know if Lance Stevenson is going to be in the lineup this Saturday, you know, for the Atlanta Firehawks, you know, that's the guy to follow. So I pulled up to Al, you know, gave him a quick dab, and I was like, "Hey, man, I love everything that you've been doing post career." Just like the most generic.
I remember this. Yes, actually, I do remember this.
man.
It's like, yo, big fan of everything you've been doing the minute your basketball career stopped, man.
Oh my gosh, this is like when I was sitting at Media
It's the most
Row,
generic comment, man.
and JJ Redick comes in,
Yeah.
and then a fan yells from above, "Hey JJ, loved you as a player."
Yo, what you did with the Sixers, man, you were a problem.
My God.
That's so good, man.
It's so backhanded. It's hilarious.
No,
love
but
it.
sometimes I think it feels good. I'm sure that stayed with Al for at least 2 minutes there to just get some love. So
What would
know.
Al hear?
You're the only Al I know, man.
yeah, so I guess I drafted 3. So those are our 5. Some honorable
Perfect.
mentions.
Sure.
You know, Noah Eagle was ripping it at the blackjack table across from us.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
man. Shout out
I
to
kept going
Michael.
bang, and I was like, "Oh, wrong person."
You're like,
I think we
that's
have
a
to shout out
man's
Michael
jam.
Finley because we just kept on seeing Michael Finley everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Michael Finley was everywhere.
Michael
Jim
Finley was
Sand.
everywhere.
Jim
Jim
Sand
Sand was
was
everywhere.
everywhere.
Low
I was
key, Sandro
wondering-
Mamukelashvili was everywhere, but not gonna expose. Yeah. Shouts to Mamu though.
Yeah.
We're guys now.
Etiquette. I was wandering through the media party and someone incidentally like bumped my head trying to dap up someone across, and I just got actually locked up by first team all defense Tony Allen. That was
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Tony Allen.
He was
we
like,
walked
he was
out-
like my bad. I was like, it's cool,
Yeah.
Tony Allen.
we walked out the
shouts-
club. We saw Zebo. We were like, yo, that's
Yo.
Zebo.
Yo.
That was
Zebo was
man.
legit like a starstruck moment. Like he's just
Right.
a legend like that, man.
No, I love Zebo.
We got to meet you know, Shay's father, Vaughn Alexander.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Did a little
Lee-Ban, make it
dap up.
happen.
Another
And I
thing
believe-
where Vaughn
Will,
was at the party.
you have a scoop about Shay's origin, where he's
Oh.
actually from.
Yeah, so we were at the media party. This is Sunday night, and like we were probably like already 2 hours deep. You know what I mean? So like we're already like very confident just as it is, and we see Vaughn chilling in a booth in the Fatheads booth. Okay, they just had a booth with the people who make the big cutouts of people's heads, right? So he was in the Fatheads booth, and then Lee-Ban was like, "Yo, like." Man, I would love to talk to him. I would love to obviously he's Shay's dad, you know what I mean? And he's done more media recently. So I was like, oh, you Lee-Ban, you want to talk to him? You want him on your pod? All right, cool. Let me do this right now. Let me do this for you. So I legit walked up to Vaughn, dapped him up. I'm like, yo, obviously I know who you are. Congrats on all the success and everything like that. He's like, appreciate it, man. I'm like, listen, it's not about me right now. There's a guy over there. You see that guy? He's like looking over at you eagerly. Okay, that's Lee-Ban Osmond of the Toronto Star. He has his own podcast called the Canadian Basketball Show.
Yeah, he's in those orange Yeezys. You know?
They were glowing in the dark.
No.
This man went on the glow in the dark tour.
I'm like, listen, I know you're doing more media now, but he's the guy in Toronto you need to talk to, right? And I'm like, like, I didn't want to play this angle, but I'm like, listen, support a young black journalist as well. But he was super cool about it. He's like, yeah, man, let's go talk to him. So I'm like, okay, cool. I brought Lee-Ban over. They dapped it up. Lee-Ban did what he needed to do. Got the phone number in his phone. So like, if Vaughn Alexander goes on to Lee-Ban's podcast, like I feel like I need a little bit of assist. But the one question I did ask Vaughn, because I was trying to bother him too. I was like, yo, you're his dad. Like, explain this to me, man. Why does Shay always claim Hamilton? Like, is he from Toronto or is he from Hamilton? And he's like, man, Shay spent 3 years in Hamilton, bro. He a Toronto man. So that's right. From now on, we're claiming Shays for Toronto, man. Sorry to the 289. Sorry to the 905. Sorry to all of you guys, but he a 416 guy for me. So
Man, also, dad named Vaughn, he should have named... Imagine if his name was Etobicoke Gilchrist Alexander. Yo,
York Alexander.
EGA.
Oh,
He definitely
man.
wouldn't have signature Converse shoes right now.
Yo, but I mean, but honestly, I feel like more than anything else, like it wasn't even about that. I just think that like sometimes, when you're like, especially when I was Lee Band's age, I was like super nervous to just talk to anybody.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Andrew
if you
Nicholson.
come at it correctly, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
it's-
we were
it's okay.
coaching. I mean,
It's okay.
everybody.
The worst
should-
you can say is no. You know.
We say this all the time, but everybody should subscribe to Lee Band's podcast. It's
great.
The Canadian Basketball Podcast, and also just follow him on Twitter, wherever, or like bookmark his Toronto Star archives because he's doing great stories. He's literally in Atlanta right now. Flew right to Atlanta,
Yeah.
to cover Peach Jam. He was recording podcasts with Canadian players, out while at Summer League. But yeah, I forgot my thought. Yeah, just support Lee Band.
Just support
Yes,
Lee Band.
absolutely.
Yeah, just in general. But yeah, I mean, yeah,
No,
Vaughn Alexander was
my
pretty
thought,
cool
my
to
thought
see.
was my thought
Who
was
else?
like Lee Band's younger, and we were teaching him how to just like ask
How to
to get
finesse.
into a free party,
Oh,
like
Right,
get
yeah,
into a free
right.
party
Yes,
in like Vegas and stuff. And
Right.
sometimes I think because like we've built connections or whatever it is, and of course we're a little bit older and we have the experience of like talking to players, agents, managers, people around,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like we forget that it is kind of a difficult kind of barrier to cross with people because like you're so cognizant of like building relationships and not want to like ruin them and stuff like that.
You just
So,
don't want to like step out of bounds
yeah.
Also,
yeah,
into,
yeah.
into a flower bed.
Listening to you talk
What?
about it and definitely like seeing the experience through Lee
It's
Band's
what
eyes.
Al would have wanted.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just seeing like the experience through Lee Band's eyes, which was really nice. Just like how excited he was about so many things. It's so funny to think about where our priorities are at. That we said top 5 people, and not once did we mention Adam Silver.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. Shouts to Adam, man. Well, Lee Band paid us back immediately by giving us Adam Silver.
Yeah,
exactly.
crazy.
Giving him
So,
the assist for that.
just like for some background on it, so we were doing our React pods from the Summer League studios. It was powered by the Sports Business Classroom. Shout out
Hey.
to Kyle and the team for helping
Big
us
shouts
out with
to them.
that.
Super big assist.
So this studio is located on the concourse. It is also beside a venue area that was walled off, which is where they were holding their reception for the Sports Business Classroom that was kicking off. That happens every year. Honestly, if you are a person who's trying to break into the media, you keep on talking about how effective it can be to like just go to Summer League, but this is also one of the programs where you can get a lot of education, you get to meet a lot of professionals in the industry, and also have like a really good networking opportunity. So
Right.
friend of the show, Katie Heindel, is one of the people behind it. Yeah, it's a really good opportunity. But anyway, so they were having the reception going on there, and what had happened was the organizers were bringing Adam to meet the students over there, which was walking right by where we are doing our show.
Right.
The reason why, and like people saw the clip, it seems like we really couldn't tell who he is like, one, there are like lights in the guys' faces because they're doing the show, so they can barely
Right.
see anything outside of like the studio space.
Lights are too bright.
Lights are too bright. And also, like, when you look off in the distance, because of like the backlighting of the doors that are like opposite us, you just see like a silhouette of someone that looks like they could be Adam Silver.
And he had a hat on.
And he had a hat on,
Yo,
so we don't
rare
even necessarily know. Rare
hattie
hat
move
moment.
from
He
Adam
had,
Silver.
he had a hat
And
on.
so,
So,
like, thank goodness I was actually standing beside Will
Yeah.
that I could like clock in the
Right.
moment, because otherwise it would have been like back too. But I was looking over, and even when I was staring intently, it
Right.
was so hard to tell because his hat was on. But that's why you watched it live on the show.
you know how I knew it was Adam Silver,
How?
even with the hat on. It was the ears.
The ears.
He's
right.
got very
Okay.
distinct
Good call,
ears.
good call,
Yeah,
good
he's
call,
got this.
yeah.
That's why you heard us too, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so
Yo,
in
picking
the
up Bluetooth
moment,
with those things.
yeah, we called him over. Shout out Lee Band for excitedly just like yelling like, Adam, come,
Yeah.
come.
No, we taught him too well, man. We taught him to just pull up on anybody. He's like, all right, I'll pull up on Adam Silver next.
Yeah. And then
good for him,
shouts
man.
to both Adam and Alex. If anyone was questioning how high Alex is ever on our shows, Alex very smoothly asks like kind of a
Yeah.
a softball
The most
toss.
basic question.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But just, like,
but
for-
I had to just think it because I figured he
No.
was just there
He was
for
just
for
there.
like a quick cameo, and like in retrospect, I mean, I asked him, I'm like, yo, Adam, man, break news, like tell us another team's coming to Canada. In retrospect, I would have been like, yo, any updates on Malik Beasley? Yeah.
Oh, okay, Pablo Torre.
Jesus.
Free Moose.
Is that how you
Oh
wanted
my
the cameo to go? Are you
goodness.
kidding me, man?
That would have been a very different situation. But
And I think Jerome made a really good point too, because like from Adam's perspective, he's obviously not thinking that deep about this, but like he probably did think we were either students, or
Everyone
he thought,
thought we were
or he
students.
thought he was walking into an NBA China situation.
Yeah.
I
I guess we could have asked
ran
Hansen. That
into
would have been
one
cool.
of the organizers of the SBC who, like, legitimately, I'm so sure he thinks that we were students because he kept on being like, "How amazing was that, guys?"
Yeah, he's like patting us on the head. He's like,
yeah,
"Good
yeah,
job,
like, how you
kids."
like that, kids?
And then I think,
I'm like, I fully did a 20-minute interview with them one time, but okay.
and then I think one of Adam's handlers came by after, or
Well,
somebody.
that was no.
Might have been
So
Mike
he was
Bass, man.
He was one of the
Yeah.
people who works on sports business class.
Oh,
Oh, he
okay,
was?
because
Oh, okay.
we
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
joking that like he was coming back to like secretly take photos for the three of us,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
Adam would run facial recognition.
Yeah. We would
And
get
just
stopped
like-
again at the
and
Wynn,
some
yeah.
intern at the NBA office was gonna have to rip through 800 hello and welcome pods to
like-
see if Adam's allowed on here.
They're like, Adam, turns out they slander you all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of talk about dim sum, but otherwise they seem okay.
It was because I ran into him again like the next morning after the Summer League media kickoff
Yeah.
party in the arena, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we were actually the people that Adam like showed up on the pod." He was like, "Oh, how did you love that? How about that media party?" And then at that point I was just like, "Stop thinking we're students." I went and I was like, "It was like my fourth media party."
Yeah. No, it's just so funny because like I think the general reaction to the silver cameo was like, "Oh, this is so sick." It's like, "Great job, guys, great pull," and it's like it's just a random moment. Like
No,
I'd
it was
rather
really
pretty
fun. Like,
incredible.
I'd rather Will get props for like pulling all the React pods, doing a React pod before the red eye and stuff. But like people
Oh,
just
man.
care about the big moments,
No,
Like,
and
people
that's
just
okay.
like,
don't consider
That's
us
okay.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Like
I'll
we
accept
really
it.
loved the morning.
Yeah,
It was
also
great.
step
accept
back from the
it.
mic a little bit. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Keeping that thing hot, bro. You eating the microphone like
Yo,
this. Like,
It's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it's what Al would want.
No.
man.
We're obviously like very like we thought it was a fun moment. I think
Super
I
fun.
was super happy for Lee Band because like for him it was legitimately
Yeah,
like one of his
right.
top moments.
He said it was one of his top three moments. Yeah.
in
I
life.
need to know the other. I need to know the other
The
two.
other,
man.
I guess the other one is when he realized he had to give up on his hairline.
Well, the top one was when they opened
Oh.
Bellisimo's in the Escalade.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
All right.
all right,
yeah.
that's 2 questions, a minute, an hour
go.
and 6 minutes in.
We did that one in half the time. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Up next. This is very nice. The content you provided is so appreciated. What was your favorite part of the trip? Let's
Yeah,
answer this question in terms of content, I guess.
Thank you to Raptors X Nation X for that. Yeah. Let's
Nice.
just each give an answer.
Okay. Will,
Content
let's start with
wise, man, there's a lot to choose from. Honestly, just getting to. I think just getting to research and look up the stories on some of the guys. Like I knew it was gonna be a fun interview talking to Jamal, and when it comes out, you guys will see that. But the story with Elijah, like I knew Elijah's agent and I knew Elijah's trainer, and so usually my process for researching really like interviews is like I try to like find all the articles that are out about these guys, read about those, see if there's anything interesting, maybe ask a follow-up question. I always like to listen through all their interviews that they've done as well. So not every post-game interview because that'd be ridiculous, but like when they go on shows like Elijah and his Florida teammate Walter Clayton was on the OG's podcast with Mike Miller and Udonis Haslam. So I listened to that. I listened to some of the other videos and little sit-downs that he did. And in the process of that, I was like, at one point, Udonis Haslam mentioned, his trainer's name, and I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Like, I know enough people that I can just directly contact these people. So, before our interview with Elijah was like, I think 12 p.m., like noon that day, I'd hit up his trainer the night of, and then he's like, let me just call you in the morning. So it was like 8 a.m. He said he was giving me 5 minutes. He talked to me for half an hour. He was just gushing about Elijah and his whole story the whole time. And I tried to even take down some notes, try to inform some of the things I was going to ask him. But more than anything else, I was just like, I just really enjoyed learning about this new kid. And then I think it came together well in the interview itself where even though obviously he's new to the team, I think, even if you're a diehard, college basketball fan, you probably only know a couple things about him. But just getting to know his family story, getting to know his training, getting to know his mindset, all of that was really, really cool for me. So I just felt like that was really rewarding just to get to know his story and also just get to research his story more than anything else.
Nice. For me, it's kind of just like a more of a high level thing. like Summer League really does kind of mark, even though we were doing like shows leading up to it, like for me, like it really does mark like 1 year. Like that felt like our first kind of like hit the ground running. And last year, I think we were trying to figure out a lot of things, and we did that over the course of the year also. But yeah, there was just something that like clicked and gelled so quickly, like the second we landed in Vegas this year. And a big shout out to Will, who really was like on top of these scrums, shooting, uploading.
Finally stepped up for the show, man.
Well, I mean, I realized that like nobody was posting the scrums because I was looking for the scrums because they had practice on July 9th and we were flying out the night of the 9th. So I was like, okay, I'm going to catch up and see what people are talking about. You know what I mean? But like I just couldn't find them anywhere. And usually you would see like practice or post-game scrums posted on Raptors YouTube. That wasn't happening. Or even their website. So I was like, what's happening here?
A part of like a lot of the MLSE cuts, unfortunately, has been like a lot of the Raptors content that we're used to receiving has since been gone. So like we were missing a lot of the people that we would normally see out there in terms of like the Raptors Today crew, like people like producer Jake, Savannah, of course, Akil, Randy. Although we did see Randy like randomly around, but
Randy in Vegas, what a surprise!
No, shouts to Randy, man.
Shouts to Randy, but
Get
no,
your ass
but
to
like
Sweat and Tonic, bro.
There you go. But
Goodness, man.
the idea that like we just didn't have as much of the like regular day-to-day coverage, and we'll really want to step up for the sake of our show, but also for fans to just provide as much as possible. Really was like doing the most. Apparently, my audio is quieter, so I'll bump that up a bit.
Well, Alex is eating the mic, so you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, now it's too loud for me, man.
Yeah. Well, here we'll try
This
that.
guy sounds
now.
like John Moran, bro.
Anyway, yeah, no, but it was just like really great to see, and like it's like not a specific content thing, but the thing is like I think just the feeling of like being there after we're done capturing at practice. I'm working on an Elijah clip. Will's working on like his laptop doing like uploading scrums and things like that, and just like consistently putting things out. Like I think really making an effort to do as much coverage and then coming out of it with like even more to be able to post later on.
Right.
Felt really gratifying. So I think like, you know, just really proud of you guys. Like it was just, I thought like it really clicked.
Yeah, I don't have much to add on the content side. So I will say my favorite part of the trip was, you know, at the media party, I hadn't really eaten a lot, and coming in and I definitely had to eat. And you know, there was just whole like, you know when those Asian barbecue places hang up like all the meats out front and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
what?
that's what
you know,
they were
like
doing.
barbecue meats, like in
Yeah,
the
yeah, like
window.
barbecue.
Yeah.
That's what they
the
were
Cantonese
doing.
stuff. Yeah.
That's what they were doing with pretzels.
Right.
They had a whole display of pretzels, and like I've always been like very, I guess not like anti-pretzel, but like
I just
I've never,
don't get it. I don't get it.
I've never been like I want a pretzel.
Right.
The crazy thing is Will got the pretzel first, and then
Yeah,
Alex,
so Will
It
got the
was
pretzel,
free food. I mean,
put a little mustard
yeah.
and cheese on the side,
yeah.
and
It was
man,
2 shades of yellow. It was
I-
all yellow.
yeah, I ripped a piece of that, and I was like, wow. This is one of the greatest things that I've tasted in my life, and I feel healthy eating it. This ain't like
there's
20
nothing healthy about
sliders.
that. What are you
Those
talking
pretzels
about?
are healthy.
No, but
What?
it's either this or 20 sliders though.
I think it's on
So,
par with
man, this
sliders.
guy's
It was
Craig
just like
Kimbrell.
pure.
I'm Cole Slider.
Man.
So I'm like really digging this pretzel for the first time in my life, and I think I went
Yeah.
for seconds, I went for thirds.
Yeah.
Like I was
you had
really
thirds?
Everyone was commenting. Like Bobby was roasting you about this
yeah.
pretzel situation.
Bobby came through and was like, "Man, you eating that? You eating that?" Well, I guess to paraphrase, he said, "This is culturally inappropriate." That's what he said.
well done. Well done.
This is
Well done.
culturally
Nice-
inappropriate.
nicely done.
Hey, he's up for a new job right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
shout out
yeah.
Simone
Let's
in the
keep-
chat. We ran into Simone a bunch of times on the trip.
Yeah, shout out to
right.
Simone. But yeah, so for my favorite part of the trip was discovering that pretzel with cheese and mustard is now a go-to item whenever I go to a baseball game or anywhere now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretzel.
is this your new glizzy?
Yeah, pretzels are great, man.
Okay.
Like just
Okay.
that could be a dinner, like you know, a little
I
pretzel.
would say as far
dip
as
it with some
pretzels go,
cheese.
that was one of the better ones. It was like a warm pretzel. It wasn't
yeah.
like
Go
very
to
dried
go
out.
to a theater, like you know, rip a pretzel.
I don't think you're gonna like a theater pretzel as much.
Those are all super hard and stuff and dry. This
Yeah,
one was like-
yeah.
I mean,
Those are some good pretzels. I need to know where Warren Legary sourced his pretzels from.
I think we actually should get the answer.
We could text Katie and find out. Yeah,
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are some
for
good-
sure.
All right, so
Frida pretzels hit different.
All right, fourth question.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Fourth question. Okay, highest and lowest moment of the trip. Let's try to fill this in with maybe some stuff we haven't talked about or whatever it is. Yeah.
Lowest moment of the trip was probably just like the trying to set up for post game because first off the third the last guy Raptors game against Raptors Nuggets, like it ran long anyway just because of all the reviews and all the fighting and stuff like that. So the game itself ran long, so I kept, because like we create the stream ahead of time just to be like, hey, we know there's a live stream coming, but you have to always estimate like what time we're actually gonna go on live. We can obviously be pretty accurate about that with Raptor games, considering we know outside of overtime when the game is gonna end, and then I have my home studio all set up so I can just sit and like turn on the camera basically. This one was difficult because it was like the game had ended. I wanted to make sure I got the post game audio and the video as well, just to be able to sort of post those. And it was also just an exciting game. And then afterwards, there was a lot of like saying goodbye to people because like I'm literally flying out in like 3 hours. And then getting over. And at this point, you guys had already gone back to Toronto. You guys had taken, I think, the noon flight. I was taking like the midnight flight basically. So I got over there. I thought those guys would have like some stuff set up for me, which to be fair, they did. They had like a gigantic tripod set up, but it was like way too high. Didn't really have like the dock port.
Using this question to complain about post game setup is the most you thing.
No, because like as soon as I sat down, on one hand, I'm trying to upload the Jacoby post game scrum. Then I'm also trying to update like the YouTube title. Then I'm trying to actually physically set up the tripod had no dock. Then I had to go ask them to get a dock. They brought one over, and then had to level her up, try to put the mic in, try to hold the setup. And then I see the stream, but everyone's
this
just
feels
like,
very affirming as the producer of the show.
Everybody in the chat was just like, yo, they're not. He's like, well, Will's fucking lazy. Will's just at the casino betting. He's been 40 minutes. I haven't gone out, which I'm like, that's fair. Honestly, if I put the time in and it's 40 minutes in, like I'm appreciating that people were even in it in the first place. At some point, I'm like, damn, I can't even. I can't get this whole thing to work. I'm just gonna use my laptop camera. I'm sitting like sideways. I'm also like at this point, like I'm sick. Like you know what I mean. Like I've been working so hard. Like, I'm not kidding. I've been literally working and playing so hard,
man.
Yeah.
that I was sick. I had to run around the whole arena because that was from basement of Cox Pavilion all the way over to the other side. It takes a long time. Finally got the whole stream to work. Didn't even have the right mic plugged in. Had to reset 7 minutes in. Like it was just a whole disaster of an episode.
This is Brian Windhorst complaining about having to fly to Abu Dhabi.
No, but then afterwards I was just like, and I ran out of time to watch Hanson Yang, which the game was right afterwards. I want to watch Hanson, man. I couldn't say goodbye to my friends on the way out. Like I couldn't say goodbye
to my friends. Okay, Frodo.
Like I couldn't say bye to Jeremy, couldn't say bye to Katie, I couldn't say bye to Lee Ban.
Killing me right
I was
now.
supposed to catch the same Uber over with Roven. Shouts to Roven, but he was former Raptors PR.
Yeah.
Roven was like, "Yo, let's go over together." I'm like, "No problem. Like I should be done around 9. Let's go over together." I had to text Roven and be like, "Yo, go ahead to the airport." Then the show was like whatever. It was actually shorter than usual, but I had to cut it off because I'm like I actually had to go to the airport. Roven's like, "Hey, I don't see you here. The restaurant's about to close." Like, by the way, I only had one meal that whole day as well. Like I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have chicken fingers one last time at the arena." Literally didn't have time to do that. Roven's like, "Hey,
I didn't have time to have chicken fingers."
No, Roven was like, "Yo, like
those chicken fingers are really good.
I'm gonna buy you a burger or something, like just to like hold me over." I'm like, "That's nice." Turns out me and Roven were not in the same flight, so he just got an extra burger. Shouts to
He's
Uber
like,
Eats.
"Man, I'm just having dim sum with Wayne Embry."
Well, honestly, I would love to hear those stories, but and then at the very end, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get into like I'm gonna just. Like go, luckily the arena is very close to the airport. Like I'm like budgeting like probably takes like 10-15 minutes to get to the airport because my flight was at 10:55 and I had only finished coverage around like probably like 10 or no not 10 like 9:30 and like whatever. I only had a backpack so it was easy to get through. But I get in the Uber. First off, the Uber takes 10 minutes to pull up. There was no cabs, so I couldn't.
I mean,
really
that's
just hail a
normally
cab.
what it is at Summer League. We always have to account 10 extra minutes.
So 10 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, at least I'm in the cab. It's gonna be 7 minutes of a drive to get there. Like one of the entrances was closed, so we had to drive like literally. It was what should have been a 7-minute drive turned into a 30-minute drive. Whole time I'm like, try not to be a dickhead and be like, hey man, like dude, you keep missing this turn that would take me to Terminal 3. You're driving me around the airport over and over again. And then finally we got to the airport. I like go to the check-in desk. They're like, it's already closed, man. I think you're gonna miss this. So I'm like, no, fuck this. All right. So I'm like ran through the airport. Actually lost my watch in the process because I was like rushing through my whole security thing. I forgot to put my watch back on, which sucks. I probably got to pay like $300 for that. And then I've barely made the flight. I get there, Roman's like, "Yo, I got your burger. Where you at?" I'm like, I'm in Terminal E. Where are you at? He's like, "I'm in D." I was like, "Oh, word."
Right.
Anyway, so that was
ripping Carl's Juniors.
I'm just gonna say, man, like this was just like it was just a whole lot, man. I was stressing like crazy. I was sweating too. Just trying to make sure it was like an overnight flight. I was like trying to make sure I get some sleep.
Well, your effort is really appreciated, man.
You pick any watch you want, man. This is a vintage Nike watch. This is
you
Drake
want to
cereal
ask about your watch the way
watch.
we asked
wow.
about? I still have to get my iPad back.
I will bring you all these watches. You pick one.
I kind of like the fitness watches where you can get an alert and stuff on your phone.
Oh yeah, I don't. My watches are from '98. You can't have the Rolex. Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Why you got like 25 watches behind you, man?
People just gift me watches and stuff.
Yeah, that was definitely the lowest. I don't even think there's another low. I mean, aside from
It was
Alex
a
getting
good
handcuffs.
trip. This is like easily our best trip.
I don't have much to complain about, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, low point. I mean, high point. Aside from being freed, we went to our favorite restaurant in Vegas, Esther's Kitchen, twice. Highly recommend if you're in Vegas. Go to Esther's Kitchen.
Ordered the spaghetti 3 times.
Yeah, Lee Ben was reduced to just eating spaghetti, but I mean, I think that's undisputed our favorite spot and something that we really look forward to.
It's like a top
time we
like
go to
road
Vegas.
trip meal period, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the number one on like all these trips that we've been on.
Right.
Gelada's up there, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
gelato.
Gelada.
Yeah.
Gelada was good.
Yo.
Lowest moment, aside from being in the depths of hell at the Wynn, City Boys was doing well at blackjack. The first day that we got there,
Yes,
I
sir.
woke up at
Also,
7 in
this
the
trip
morning.
really wasn't like in terms of gambling was just City Boy.
yeah, it wasn't that crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Although
so-
I had to visit the cashier twice.
Yeah,
at
I'll
the
explain
link.
that. So first day, get there, wake up at 7, and I was like, wow, I have nothing to do until 8 when I have therapy. Shouts to my therapist returning finally. And I was like, let's head downstairs.
Welcome back.
So we're staying at the Link, LINQ, and I go downstairs and there's no tables available at 7. Recession indicator.
No,
At 7 in the morning. I just
Yeah,
wanna be
but
clear.
I'm
Yeah.
like, this is when the degenerates are out. So luckily, I walk over to the Haraz and sit down at a blackjack table. And I wasn't doing so well. I wasn't doing so well at the start, and then
Sure.
I had gone to 2 Coldplay concerts just the 2 nights before flying to Vegas.
Blame this on Chris Martin.
No, but then Coldplay Chainsmokers,
Yeah.
something like this came on.
Right.
And I ripped off 3 straight blackjacks, doubled down on a 9, deal or bust, and then ended up making a decent run back, so made $200 from that night.
Yeah.
But couple more runs there. The run when we saw Noah Eagle, when we saw Phil Hellmuth, like I was getting dominated. But I think Will had a good time watching me switch to straddling 2 seats and playing 2 hands.
that was
So-
incredible.
Okay, so first off, like I there's obviously a lot of like small rules that sort of go into this. So at one point the table was full, and then a guy got up and left because he I don't know, the deck was cold or whatever. So then Alex decided, I'm gonna play both seats. Now I didn't know you can play 2 seats as one person. But
That's
then
my
they
favorite.
They were letting you do it, and then not only were you playing both seats, you decided to start sitting on both seats. So you were both straddling the game and you were straddling your seat because you had one cheek on each seat. Seriously.
Yeah.
And you started doing great afterwards. Like that actually turned the whole night around.
It brought you back in for a bit, but then you should have quit earlier than you did.
I didn't call it quits. So overall for the
That dealer's
trip,
evil, man.
for the trip, I was minus 200.
Sure.
And it was good to see, Ike, our agent as well, showed us how to play Baccarat.
Yeah.
We were watching.
Well,
him
showed
play
us how to
Baccarat.
lose money at Baccarat.
Nah, but
come on, man.
But Big Unk showed up at that
Baccarat
table.
Obama showed up.
Just ruin all the vibes
Just
there.
kidding, man.
So, another funny moment at that casino was that at one point we're walking around trying to find tables, and there was just a solo guy playing a blackjack, and I was like, "Yo, I swear that's Mike Brown," and I was like so
it definitely
excited
was
that I was
not.
gonna get to sit down. But apparently he was Mike White. I was like, man, what a story that would be if me and Mike Brown were just ripping up a blackjack table.
Yeah.
So, anyways, those are my moments. What about you,
Yeah.
Romy? Anything else we haven't mentioned?
Yeah, I mean, like my only again, like the trip was actually like so good. Like outside of
for
course,
all
like,
the drama, it was really smooth.
No,
And
it was
everything was clicking. Everything was clicking.
My one thing that is just like slightly embarrassing was literally at the gate before leaving, I start using the airport Wi-Fi to download episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen from Crunchyroll to like watch on the flight, and I leave my iPad at the
Black
gate.
Crunchyroll over here.
Yeah, but I found my
damn.
yes. But the thing was like I boarded the plane. Apparently they announced it and I just didn't hear it, and then
Sure.
so it was just like left behind there. But if I look up my Find My, I can still see it at the airport. So I'm like trying
Nice.
to figure out a way for someone to pick it up when they're leaving.
Oh,
'cause
that's
we have
crazy.
some
I didn't even know
people
about
that are
this.
still there. Yeah, I did mention it. Like Will knows about it because I was trying to get him
Right.
to pick it up on the way
That's
out.
crazy.
Right.
But yeah, it was. I like asked the flight attendant, and they're like, "We were calling for your name," and I was like, "Oh, damn!" And so yeah. Anyway, so
Yeah,
that's
that
like
sucks.
that one mini. Like, but it was such a telling sign of like how burnt out I think we were at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
once Monday hit and we were like done the brunt of our work, I can feel my body like just being like, "Oh, you can rest now." But it
Yeah,
rested so hard.
and once
like,
you let yourself drop, then it's
oh
like
my
you're
gosh,
done.
I slept like what
Dude.
16 hours maybe afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's very fitting for Vegas that I've only ever lost things twice at the airport. Once was 2 summer leagues ago. My first summer league where I left my Switch and my Nintendo Switch and the whole bag of games that it came.
Oh, I
it
heard
comes in a
about this.
case.
Didn't you just get it too?
Yeah, it was probably like 8 months in. But
Okay,
man, I
okay.
had a really big Pokemon Shield file that had a lot of Pokemon on it.
I can't right now.
I was very
I'm
close.
sorry, man. This is not what Al would have wanted.
Yo, I lost all
sorry.
my meds. I lost all my
I
Pokemans.
don't care.
Yo.
Yo, go
So-
cry to Rocket Team. Man.
No, I was so
Holy-
sad, man. It had at least like 4 or 5 games in there too, which are like $80 each. Plus the Switch was like 500. So I'm like, this is like a
That is a
$900
pretty
bag.
big. That is a pretty big L. Fuck.
And
that's
then
rough.
this one I lost my watch. So, but I mean, Vegas is kind of evil, you know what I mean? So it is
No,
what
man.
it is.
You lose.
Yeah.
You leave a part of yourself in Vegas every time. You know.
We still doing the post game tonight, man. There's a bear shit in the woods. When have a Raptors done a game recently? And I haven't done a post game, guys. Yeah, check back in at midnight.
Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Yep.
I believe this is question number 5.
5. Yeah.
How much was your per diem in Vegas? We can't reveal that.
Okay, so I think this is also because there was a comment in the chat in reference to you guys are revealing what the assistant coaches were making in terms of per diem, and then I made an offhand comment saying like something about our per diem. I don't know how much is our per diem, enough to split an in and out combo. Next question.
Next one. This is from Mark Savell. Which Coldplay song won you all this? Yeah, so I posted a photo of myself with $600 in chips. I did not end
Oh,
up
yeah.
keeping all of those. Already answered that. And then Savell, did you misspell Wimbledon? Wimbledon. Yo,
Wimbledon?
I can trust this guy for $1 million deals, but can't trust him to spell a tennis tournament.
Yeah. All
I
right.
guess God doesn't make everyone perfect. Yeah, you want me to
Bag talk.
shout out Yannick Sinner, the Italian? So shouts
There
to Sinner, man. Yeah.
Next.
Sinner's better.
Did you guys play pickup with the Backstreet Boys? No.
We
we were
tried.
trying to
We
make it
tried so
happen.
hard, literally.
I
Yeah.
think ultimately, in the end, like in the communication with Matt over at the practice court, it seemed like he was really trying to convince the guys to do it. But we have to
Yeah.
remember. So like the story behind it is like the Backstreet Boys back in their day, wherever they went, they were always looking for a pickup run.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
big
this
Who
is
fans.
actually inevitably how they met Matt in the first place. I think
Right.
maybe like on a Toronto tour. And
Yeah,
then
because
how he
Matt has
became-
a background. He played for Carlton.
Right.
Huge into basketball. Still.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
and then became their head of security, which is crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, yeah. So Matt was trying to convince the guys, but these guys are now like their fathers, their husbands. They have 5 nights in a row plus after party shows. And I guess they just didn't have it in them to hit the court. But everyone from Bobby to Matt to us, we're all trying to get them out there, but we couldn't do it.
Dude, we were trying our best, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully if they ever pop by Toronto, even maybe we can set that up at like
Oh,
Scotiabank
Hard House?
Arena or something like
Quit
that.
playing
Yeah,
games
Hard
with my
House.
hard house?
Oh my god.
Goodness, man. By the way, get well soon to everyone who gets injured at Heart House, man. That's once a year, basically.
Oh my god.
Yeah, all I see in
it's
that
multiple
chat
in
is
a year.
just hospital reports.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, maybe we should bring the Backstreet Boys there.
Get well
Okay.
soon, Maj.
What is the juiciest shareable story y'all have from NBA insiders? I think
NBA insiders? I mean, we were the NBA insiders, no? I mean,
I think
like,
I'm
we weren't exactly rolling up to people.
I
being
mean,
like,
not
tell
too
us some
surprising, but many
gossip.
conversations have revealed that the split between Masai and Rogers is pretty messy behind the scenes.
Super
I
messy.
think we've heard about that, but a lot of the details I'm sure will come out.
Sure.
Maybe when Masai speaks. Yeah.
Yeah, I think financially, there's definitely some points of disagreement on that front. I actually, what's interesting? I was reading, shouts to Josh Thornburg, friend of the program. Josh, he put out a column about sort of like, the elephant in the room in Vegas, which was the fact that everybody was there except for Masai, which obviously he got let go. And sort of the idea of sort of like who's going to be the next president. And, I think the way he kind of wrote and described it was sort of like a really nervous, tense atmosphere. Like everybody was like rejecting, interview requests, I guess, for like Bobby or Dan Tolzman. I think he had a source saying basically like everyone's scared, like, you know what I mean? Like of like what's going to happen. And, bless Josh, man. Like Josh is very plugged in. Like Josh, talks to these people directly, whatever, right? But, I just didn't get that same sense, from my personal interactions. I don't know about you guys interacting with the Raptors front office. It felt normal. It felt like almost
I mean, like,
a little bit too normal.
I'll push back a little bit. Like, I think the general interactions and the vibe was very light. But
Yeah.
Will, you did make an attempt to try to get actual information while butting it with Bobby, and that definitely turned the other way.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
obviously,
Yeah.
we talk about Bobby and stuff like that, and that's
Sure.
that's all part of it. But like sometimes I'm just saying, even jokes aside, like can I like talk to you about work for a bit? Because like partially that's that's a bigger part of the job than anything else. Also, I'm just naturally curious. Like in previous years, this was what I do. Like I would sit down with him for like 5 minutes and just like ask him a couple of questions directly. And he's usually pretty transparent. Bobby's a very straight shooter, just in general. So at one point,
Shooting
probably
them
after,
shots.
the day after Backstreet, I'm like, we see him at the game. I'm like, yo, Bob, can we just talk business for like 2 minutes? He's like, yeah, man, what do you want, man? I'm like, yo, so are you going to be president? He's like, man, I can't talk about that. I'm like, oh, okay.
You 180'd way too hard, Will.
This guy got curved.
I got
Yeah.
curved so bad.
But the
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I just didn't get the sense. Like I pulled up the article basically.
we don't need to, it's a banter pod, Will. I think that's enough.
It says, well, okay, this is one quote. It says, quote, everyone's scared. The closer you are to the top, the more you feel it, says one team source who asked to remain anonymous. And again, like, Josh is an excellent reporter. He wouldn't put this out there if it wasn't that. But I was just like, damn, I guess I didn't feel that same vibe.
I think a little part of it too is like, I think people in the organization can be nervous, but also at the same time they can kind of carry on and have a good vibe at Summer League, right? Like it can be a little bit of both. I think
it's more of a credit to the just like it is really exciting. Like the new crop of players, like the vibe around the practices have been really good.
Yeah.
So I think if anything, it's been a bit of a healthy distraction from all the drama that's been going on.
Could be, for sure.
Also, it depends on like the work hierarchy too. It's like people like Darko and Bobby, like to be honest, like they make a lot of money, so it's like not a lot of crazy stress. Like if they got to move on, or if something happens in the organization, like Bobby's been approached before. I feel like the Bulls are always trying to hire him. Just don't go to the Bulls, Bobby.
Yeah, Bob.
There's
come on, man.
there's nothing there. You see Noah's Senge, man, all you're gonna do is start laughing.
That's tough. I feel so bad for that kid, but that's tough.
Yeah.
But but it's like people within the in the organization with the ownership change. It's like any job, right? Like I'm sure that everybody's a little bit stressed out.
Yeah,
right
for
now.
sure. Well, because
But,
you never know. There could be more
Raps
like,
PR, I got
shuffling
you.
and reorganizing.
I got
you.
Okay.
Yeah,
next
the
question.
juiciest thing is Alex looking to mend bridges. That's the juiciest thing to come out
Yeah,
of this.
man. Yeah.
All right. What's the most you won, lost at casino? We've answered that already.
Yeah. Well, I guess historically, the most
Oh,
I've
generally,
lost
right,
was
yes, okay.
during Mother's Day.
Oh, right.
Well, I broke even that day, but I had some runs there where I started that night down like 1,500 and had to go get a line of credit
That's insane,
gosh.
man.
to claw back. There was one summer, I think in my early 20s.
That's too far, man.
I went on-
That's too far.
I went on a pretty crazy like like blackjack run where over the course of 2 months, I think I made like $8,000, which was like a lot of money to me at that time.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I was
Oh,
like
yeah, for sure.
23.
A lot of
or
money at that time. What a flex.
but I was like working at Winners, and it's like,
Right.
oh,
you
wow.
were a winner.
Yeah, bought a Nintendo DS. What a terrible.
Yo, do you still have that? Yeah, I would love
Probably.
a DS, man.
That's sick. That's
Yo,
probably
we
worth
buy your
8,000
DS,
now.
man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Trying to play Soul Silver on
sucks.
that.
Yeah,
Adam
so
Soul Silver.
so
How about you, Will?
What's the most I've won or lost? Probably just 200. I usually just go to Vegas with the intention of like, here's $200 in cash. This time my grandma gave me $500 in cash.
Man.
I was
That's
like,
cute.
sick. I'm a free roll off of this. But
No,
I didn't
you were
even- we didn't even have
pulling
time.
out cash all the time, man.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because you kept saying, yo, bankroll me. And then you would, no, this is crazy because I would bankroll Alex, and then when he would win the money back, he would just give me the poker chip, which is fine, obviously. Like, I give him $100, he gives me $100 poker chip, that's cool. But I'm like, now I got to go to the cashier to cash in this money that was already mine the first was.
Hey, listen, man. I still
I'm
got a
net zero,
I still
like
got a
dial-up.
$25 chip from the Aria, man. If anybody
you
wants
go.
it. Yeah.
Why?
Forgot to cash that one out. Yeah.
Okay,
gosh.
okay. No, but 200. Actually, last year at Vegas, I wanted to play poker with 200. I had doubled up quickly, and then I was kind of like slowly bleeding out, to the point where I was like probably down to like 80. And then I got dealt pocket jacks, and I pushed all in pre-flop to try to steal a couple blinds, and then someone called me and they had pocket kings, and I lost.
Bam.
It's poker, man.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the most I maybe have been up is like something like a 200, and then I don't think I ever lose more than like 100
Yeah.
Canadian at a casino. I don't really go too hard at it. I used to play poker at the casino though, so that was pretty fun.
I used to be a freak.
Best American pop / soda.
I like the unsweetened iced tea option.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I do like a sweet tea. I do like a Pib Extra, mostly just because you can only really get it out there. It's like a Dr.
Oh,
Pepper. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
I ordered a can of Squirt. When we were
Oh,
at
yeah, that's
Tacos
right.
El Gordo. It's very
Will
awkward.
not phase me.
Hold on.
Oh,
hold
you
on.
know, you know what?
Let me find this. Let me find the soda. Hold on.
Tacos El Gordo must visit too, man.
Hell yeah.
Whoever introduced you guys to that
Nabita.
place, shout outs. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it is a
yeah.
Raptors media kind of staple for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's just right there beside.
Beside the Wynn. Yeah.
So like so the backstory with this is when we were in San Francisco, and across the street there was that Bommy shop, and like
shout out that shop.
I kept laughing at the idea that there was just this can just called Squirt just like across.
You
like,
did laugh every single time you saw
Yeah,
it.
'cause
Me,
I'm
straight
immature.
Face.
I'm immature. So then when I finally saw this and a chance to order it, I did at this taco spot. But it was very awkward talking to the person because like like
doesn't have to be
English was not
awkward.
her
You're
first
making
language
awkward.
anyway.
No,
Yeah.
but she was like Sprite. He's like,
I'm
no,
like,
Squirt.
oh, no.
She's like, oh, Sprite.
Okay,
He's
okay,
like,
fair,
no,
fair,
Squirt. Yeah. It's like,
was
I want
just like-
Squirt.
I'm just like kept having to say it, man. It was fine. Also very chaotic. We went to In-N-Out. Or not? Wasn't it? No. Well, what's the burger joint that was downstairs?
In-N-Out.
Oh, it was In-N-Out. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That was actually the second time within I think a 12-hour span that we were getting In-N-Out because we also got it first thing we did when we landed. So 12 hours later, we're back at In-N-Out. We're like, all right, let's get.
Oh
a
no,
burger.
we've only did it once on the
We
trip.
only did it once, bro.
Yeah.
No, we went the first night.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was the only
just the
time we
one
went.
time.
Did we not go to second? No, I thought we went a second time.
El Gordo, we went twice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, we
whatever.
ripped out
Alex
Gordo
ordered a
twice.
burger. Well, me and Jerome ordered combos, and then Alex like took my empty cup and then went back for refill.
That was the
Oh
first
yeah, that was the
night.
first
Yeah,
night. That was
That was
the
the
first
first night.
night.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sick.
I see in the chat too. Did you try Starry? Yeah, I love Starry. That's
Starry's
like
fine.
Starry's
Pepsi,
like
honestly?
Sprite on steroids. Yeah.
I know
That's
this
Squirt.
isn't readily available around the country, but I think we need to make a special mention to the Esther's Kitchen ginger ale.
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness. Homemade
Ho-
ginger ale?
house-made ginger ale.
Yeah, 90% ginger,
Feed me
10%
forever.
ale.
That made Lee Van Osman crash out.
Yeah, Ale Harrington,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
hairline went back 2 inches. Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
Goodness.
Oh,
What,
yeah,
are you
they're-
gonna, what are you gonna do in the chat, Lee, man?
I mean, the highest moment
let's
was
not
Put your
compare
Yeezys,
hairlines, buddy.
put your
Yeah.
Yeezys up for auction.
Let's not compare the
Oh my God.
hairlines.
we have photos. All right. Up next, which Wu-Tang member would Nico trade away?
Yeah, so another great moment at the media party was, Nico walked in, I think, at like 1 a.m. near the end of the party. And I was just telling Will, I was like, yo, man, I'm going to post up in front of him. Just snap 80 photos of me. So you did it. I appreciated that.
No, but the funny thing was, so you would do it, and I'm trying to be like, sneaky about it. So I take a little secret photo, showed it to you. You're like, nah, do it again. I'm like, all right.
I was like, 0.5.
I'm like, yeah, you're like 0.5. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. So I did it again, and he's like, oh, he's not looking at this one. Look, like, do it one more time. So I'm like, man, how bait can I be, man? Dude, this is the third time.
And then those photos hit the grid immediately. Yo, Nico's like a top 3 like starstruck guy to see in person right now. I feel like, in the basketball space.
Oh yeah.
I think
we were kind of over it because we saw him so many times at the clutch.
Dude, he just. Oh yeah, well
Yo, it's what Al would have wanted.
No, this I was trying to give you what you wanted, man, because like low key,
like I wanted to pull up to Nico and be like, yo, you were right, man. You were right about everything.
You're gonna be like defense wins championships.
No, but it's like look at Luka now. He's losing weight. Like you're right. Like you're pushing everybody in the right direction.
Oh, okay, that would have been too much, man. Here's the photo. Look at you looking nonchalant. It's killing me.
Yeah, it's so good. Wait, do you have the other one? Show the other one.
I do have the other one. Hold on.
Meanwhile, I was freaking out on the inside.
Yo, so funny, man.
Also, bear in mind, this is Alex's first like extended tenure back in the Wynn.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Right.
Like I'm having a great time.
There's a reason you're banned in the first place.
So which Wu-Tang member would Nico trade away? He would definitely trade away Method Man in his prime.
I was gonna say Method. Yeah, Meth.
In exchange for Cannabis, if you remember that rapper.
Yeah, he would remove Old Dirty Bastard from the Fantasy remix.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the trade. All right. Any other
Next
questions?
We have so many. What do you think of Craps?
Bobby? No. I think Craps.
Goodness,
the
man.
game. That's more of a Joseph Cacharo game. I don't really play Craps.
Yeah,
because you got to roll the dice and all that stuff. I don't really mess with Craps. I don't know. I'm just a blackjack guy.
I'd like to be a little bit more in control of my fate, and that's why
That's why you're
play
just poker.
because it's just like it's the game where I feel like I'm actively playing. Like I refuse to play slots. When we play that little horse track game, I mean, when Katie's around, Katie loves horse track games, so like we play with her
that's
last year.
really fun. Shout out
That's
Scarfish.
fun.
Yeah,
Shouts to that's fun.
The
but
names
like,
are fun.
Craps
Yeah.
is just sometimes you're not even the one shooting. You gotta like bet on when the dice roll. I'm like, why would I bet on a dice roll, man? Like,
Where
there's
did you guys
nothing
land at for
competitive about
Baccarat?
this.
Do you like Baccarat? Would you do Baccarat?
So we had to learn the rules of Baccarat / Pai Gow because like it is like probably the most popular game in Asia. Like the way blackjack's popular here. Like remember me and Alex went to Macau, before the Wynn ban, and we were just walking through like probably 3 or 4 casinos, and it was very hard to find blackjack tables. In fact, like it felt like 90% of tables were just people playing like Baccarat / Pai Gow.
Yeah.
The object of the game is a little bit similar to blackjack, I suppose, because there's like a banker and a player. That's it, though. You can either choose to bet on the banker or you could choose to bet on the player. And I think the goal of the game is to get as close to 9 as possible without going over. And you add up the 2 cards, sometimes even 3 cards to sort of get to that spot. So it is a little bit like blackjack. It's supposedly supposed to have like pretty even odds. In terms of like, I think it's like a 48%.
Ike said it's the
win
best
rate.
odds in casino. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it didn't show that, but like, no, but just kidding.
Flaming eyes.
Yeah, Ike, bro. You know I love you, dog. You know I love you, dog.
Crazy.
You crashed out. It's okay. I love you, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it seemed all right. I think
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
the one thing you didn't like was just like it felt like you're not in the game. Like you're not the one hitting.
You just
It
bet.
moved. It moved really quickly.
You just bet, and then the dealer deals the cards. Whereas, like in blackjack, blackjack, you obviously play a particular system anyway, so it does feel like autopilot as well. But it's like at least you're making some decisions, or it feels like you're making.
Sometimes you could spread
sure.
ass out across 2 chairs and really try to change your fortunes. Yeah.
My brother, bro, you were double cheeked up on those blackjack seats. They should have kicked you out for that alone, man.
All right. Up here, I saw you guys at TMU last year when during my undergrad, y'all gonna do U Waterloo. Is this maybe in reference to us being there for Tangerine?
Yeah, we were there for Tangerine, doing some like streeters, like interviews, giving away some tickets, and stuff like that. Listen, man. If the money's right, I'd be in Waterloo, I'd be in Guelph, I'd be in Lindsay, Ontario. I'll go anywhere. So. Yeah. I'll be there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
I'll
answers
be in
that.
Vaughn Alexander, Etobicoke Alexander.
Yeah,
I'll do anything, man.
Friend of the show Dana asks, can you guys orchestrate a Raps Twitter ball run or tourney followed by a bar at night? I think we'd be open to that. We did something similar to it at our Heart House pop-up. I think generally it is a good idea, although if I'm judging based on how our media run went at Scotiabank Arena, it can get testy. So
right.
I just a way to keep maybe the wholesome vibes. It did remind me now looking at this question. One of the highs that I didn't realize is a thing that's kind of fun is obviously we get like recognized out and about. Whether it's like love the show, love this, like hey, all this
Love
stuff.
in Vegas was great. A lot
It
of
was
fans
great.
recognized it in Vegas.
This was a first. A fan ran up to us and just said, "You cooked me in an open run." What's up, Jerome? Which was, I just want to be clear. I am not good at basketball. I'm like solid. I would say
you're pretty good, man.
I'm okay,
Jerome.
but like.
Not podcasters gassing each other's games.
No, but I'm not. I'm fine. I'm fine at basketball. I can hit a shot here and there. But it was really funny to have like a fan just be like, "Do you remember me? You cooked me in that run we did together."
No, that's sick. That was such a sick
We both were
interaction.
like, "Oh shit!" Yeah.
No, shouts to all the Vegas fans who pulled up. There was one.
Yeah.
I think his name was Lawrence. I want to say, but he had like a hello and
Oh,
welcome
yeah.
hat on and the no
Yeah,
dunks.
oh,
He was
yeah.
wearing
Yeah,
the full.
he's
He
a
was
big-
wearing the
he's a
full
big
Jerome
no dunks.
resume, man.
Yeah. He was.
He probably had MLSE socks.
You probably had
They
TFC.
just said. They just
Right.
say
Yeah.
MLSE.
No, he's a big no dunks stream team fan. So like, yeah.
Oh,
No, that's a
sick.
Rome
I do
stand.
remember
That's
those
a Rome
sort of days.
stand, man.
But no, I think in theory this would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know that we would get necessarily involved. I don't know. Raptors Twitter. It could be a bloodbath if we get all the Raptors Twitter together to try to play basketball with each other.
Yeah, organizing
Yeah.
stuff is so hard sometimes, but we want.
It's very hard. But yeah, still good idea.
I like it.
Up next, also from Dana, do you think Garrett Temple likes the Backstreet Boys? He's
So-
age appropriate.
So this
sure.
is something I wish my ban had been lifted earlier. Like I
Sure.
would have just walked around practice trying to source how many Backstreet Boys songs all the players knew.
That sounds like a great social club.
Yeah.
So maybe Raptors social media. Not that you need any help. Doing a great job. Happy birthday, Kevin Willis. Like this should be a really cool idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Backstreet Boys are still in residence in Vegas for a couple more months.
Hey, by the way,
I did want to ask. Oh yeah,
You
go
see,
ahead.
Bradley Beal got the same thank you, Bradley Beal treatment as thank you, Masai. Just one picture.
Someone photoshopped it to say "fuck you, Bradley."
That was crazy.
Yo, that was
Yo,
crazy, man.
Clippers are in perfect position for everyone to.
Yeah,
talk
how do you feel about your
themselves-
Clippers now?
No,
man?
but they
Jesus.
are in perfect position for everyone to talk themselves into them again. Like, yo,
Why did you load this photo in here?
It's for later. It's for later, Drew.
We got John Collins, a little youthful energy, even though I'm pretty sure he's like 31 now. Bradley
still be
Beal.
28,
Yo,
I think.
did you know Bradley Beal's younger than Norman Powell? And who else did they add? Is that it? Yeah, that was it, right?
Where's CP
so,
gonna go, man? Say CP3. Sorry, CP3.
I hope CP lands with the Clippers, man. I think that would be a Cinderella story. But yeah, Clippers are straight headed to another first round knockout.
Weren't you also trying to run up on Steve Ballmer because Ballmer was sitting?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I
really
wanted to give
close
him.
to us,
I wanted to
yeah.
give him a
Yeah.
high five.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, yo,
You want to
input-
just touch his thigh?
I-
You
no, I-
actually wanted. Yo,
I
you
think my
would've
idea
died,
would have
man.
worked. I suggested to Alex that he would run up, like not run up, but like start walking and accidentally trip, and then he would need the thigh to like break, like hold his fall.
Yeah,
and then
so-
he'd get a rub in that way. Yeah,
spotted Bomber a few times, like in the gym, and I don't know.
you were
It's just
shook
like
every time.
there's something about coming face to face with a billionaire.
Fair.
Like I don't mean to glaze capitalism in general, but like
Wow.
knowing that
I
this
didn't know
guy's
this about you, man.
knowing this guy is Billy, like worth billies, like that's respect, man. That's a different level of aura, man. I don't know.
Goodness.
I don't know if those are the words I would
Yeah,
describe it as.
those
but
are not
sure.
the words I would
Anyways,
use.
Yeah.
Joe Lacob, anybody, man, I would love to meet all these Billies.
By the way, it was also we realized that Jeremy Castleberry, famously
Oh, yeah,
Kawhi's
yeah.
personal assistant, is actually coaching the Clippers summer league
Yo,
team.
no
Like,
one's nepo baby without being a nepo baby harder than
yo,
Jeremy
shouts to
Castleberry.
Jeremy
up there.
Castleberry, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is like if like Johnson Chow is friends with Clement Chu and Johnson Chow's like coaching Arc next year.
I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out. He's plus 1,000, but he's in the race.
Anyways.
All right, up next. Genuinely the hardest you've ever laughed at something Raptors related?
Yeah, I already know this one. For me, all time was the game when this was like 2 games before the COVID shutdown, and it was Bucks. It was Bucks Raptors, and like this was a game where Drake was like in his little cowboy fit courtside.
Sure.
Back then, he was still a prominent public figure, and then
What did I miss?
Kyle crawls between George Hill's legs.
Right,
and I lost it in that moment. Like just seeing that live, I was like, there's no way he just did that.
No, because Kyle was complaining about the call too. He's like, what do you mean that's a foul?
Meanwhile, George Hill is like, yo, this man just took me to Old Town Road. It was crazy. I've never laughed harder in real time at anything.
That's pretty funny, man.
I don't know.
Will,
Anything
do you have an
else for you
answer?
guys?
I don't usually laugh during Raptor games. I'm too intense.
Kawhi
you're definitely-
gotta have some funny moments too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, even the Kawhi laugh, we were there for it, like in the press conference. Like
That was just weird.
No one laughed. Everyone was
That
just like,
was just weird.
Nihao was really funny to me, but like
Yeah, Nihao's really good.
Yeah.
just a Nihao.
Yeah.
I mean, like unfortunately, some of my biggest laughs were more like miserable laughs. Like when the Raptors were getting like swept by the Wizards. Like as a fan,
Right.
I just
Oh,
like
right.
cackled loud.
You
in
just
the
can't
bar.
help but laugh.
You just can't help
in
but
those
laugh. Like unfortunately, it's a
situations.
lot of like those kind of laughs.
Yeah.
For genuinely funny moments.
Jalen McDaniels being spotting up on this exact same corner as Dennis Schroeder. I've shot this many
this is
times,
the most
but
you had.
this is a
that one,
Raptors
yeah.
moment one, but they're
Yeah,
both
yeah.
spacing out to the exact same corner, and I think it was either Jalen. It might have been Precious actually.
It
was
was
Precious. It was Precious.
I think it was Precious,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Precious and also Jalen McDaniels in general. There's one game where he came in and had like, because like towards the end it was like, okay, the games are blowouts, we'll finally put him in. But then he would come in and have like 4 turnovers in like 2 minutes. It was cracking me up. I was like, yo, this is the worst anyone's ever played for the Raps, man.
I've seen clips of like I guess there was one game when
He
like
should be on that Malik Beasley investigation too.
What-
Just take a look at that one, man. Come on, just
when
find
Serge
out.
and OG just like linked hands and just kept setting picks.
oh yeah.
Like what part of the game is that?
All right. On to the next question.
We still got
But
more.
Aaron Baines lost the ball. There was one where he was trying to dribble the basketball and tap. It was
Oh my
cracking
god.
me up.
Oh yeah, this is from my man B Hack. So he's the same person who wrote in last time and was like, I also got a colonoscopy. Hashtag
Sick, sick.
twinsies. So
This
this
makes
time
this
he
question super loaded.
Yeah, so he's like
Bong Wen.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
trying to pick out
and
need an excuse. Hashtag wide-waisted twinsie.
Holy
Okay.
shit! What is that?
Yo, my
what-
man, we
is
get
this why?
twinsies.
Is this why you're bringing this photo into the mix? Will?
So there you go. There's a, there's a-
First
there's a can
of
squirt.
all, squirt not mine. All squirt my own.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so I take these. I was like, yo, guys, like after practice, like let's go to Tacos El Gordo, which was like closest to the Encore or whatever. We pull up, and then Alice is like, wait, how does this work? Because like at the restaurant, like you have like 5 different like
Yeah.
stands that you can walk up to, and it's basically like what do you want to order? If you want to order like the pork, you want to get al pastor, you stand in this one. If you want to order like the beef, you can stand in this line. And Alex like looked at the line, and the beef one, obviously you can get like regular beef, like whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then there was also like a special, like you can get beef tongue, you can get beef guts, you can get beef brain. And Alex is like, yeah, I want in that line. He's like, he's like, yo, I want 2 guts, I want 2 brains, I
2
want
guts, 2
tongues.
brains, 2 eyes.
My neck, my
They're
back.
like we're out of eyes, man. I'm like, give me more guts. Yo, the beef guts.
Yo, this guy was ordering beef eyes. It was crazy.
The
Also,
beef
the other
guts
thing too
is
is
the
like
best
the
taco
beef,
there.
Leave
the
the
beef guts
cow
is like
alone.
funny because like
Oh,
keep
man.
on saying beef guts, and then the first time when we went, I was like beef guts, what? And then the second time, I'm like, oh, you just meant tripe.
Yeah. It's like so
Yeah, yeah.
crunchy and stuff.
It's chill,
man.
That was great, man. I think I had 8 tacos that day.
Dude, no, you had 8 tacos that day because you ordered 4 when you sat down. There's you throwing one of them, and then you had like another 3 that you ordered. And then when I went to go buy another, I wanted to get up. I'm like, I want one more al pastor. He's like, yeah, give me one too. So you had a total of 8.
Yeah, this
That's
is you
what-
afterward feeling it.
That's what Al Pastor would have wanted, man.
Yo, you ate more stomach than your stomach can handle, man.
Oh man. No, that was honestly impressive. Like I was worried
Yeah.
for you, but that was.
Well, I think there was
impressive.
several times on this trip, especially when we went to get some pho, and then I ordered spring rolls 3 times.
Oh, that was so yo, you were so chaotic the whole
When
trip.
Jerome
so
was like,
chaotic.
when Jerome's just like, yo, I'm really surprised at just how much you can eat.
I was. Yeah, I was very surprised.
Anyways,
Can I take a picture of that?
my next blood test is in 2 months, so I'll just speed run through 18 salads in the 2 weeks before. Yeah.
Goodness, man.
Okay.
What are the hardest and easiest casino games?
There's no easy. Casino will just get you. Don't gamble. Yeah.
All right. Up next, can you review the new Clips album? Dissect each track start to finish. I haven't listened to it in full. Alex, you want to give us a quick review?
This is Kevin, formerly of Livestock. No, I love
the formerly.
I love the.
I love you, Kevin.
I love the whole Clips album. I'm planning on going to see them in Cleveland next month because they're not coming to Toronto. So Cleveland, I'm coming. Believe land. Yeah.
Here's another photo of us eating.
Oh, can you send me that? That's a great photo.
That's a really good photo.
You like
yeah.
this photo? Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
can I
So
have that?
I ordered the pho because I was like, night after I
Yeah.
want like some Chinese, like some Asian broth, more than
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
Fresh rolls, which we got 2 orders of, and then also spring rolls on top. But we actually confused the hell out of the waitress. She's like, "Wait, hold on, you want more fresh rolls and more spring rolls? Even
Yes.
though there's spring rolls fully
Homie
Jerome's
was
cup."
rolling like Limp Biscuit, man.
And then you got like broken rice with something. I think broken rice was chicken.
Yeah,
But it was
Yeah.
like a whole.
Take
It was like a whole plat, like a whole
these
platter.
broken
Platter.
rice.
Nice.
Take these broken rice and learn to swim. No, but
No, great-
you
great
were
meal,
going, you were going nuts on this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And in fairness, this was like your post hangover meal, so I'm assuming
This
like it
was,
was
yeah.
like a really
No,
heavy
no,
meal.
I gotta watch myself here.
enough.
All right, what's next?
Can you?
this is our
sorry.
last question.
You didn't
Comparing-
review the Clips album.
I'm not reviewing it. What
We're
is
not
this,
doing that well.
Pitchfork?
Oh, okay.
This is more for Alex. Compare and contrast Coldplay to BSB.
Sounds
Yes.
like an English assignment.
So I think this
contrast.
I think this is a draw. I think
Okay.
I think Coldplay for me personally closer to their music. And I think they put on a great performance at Rogers Stadium, but BSB also has the edge with the fact that they was performing at the Sphere and brought back a lot of nostalgia as well, I think, on both. So yeah, shouts to both shows.
Wow.
I think Coldplay was definitely worth going, but Backstreet Boys was also one of the best concert experiences ever. So I'm declaring this a draw.
Wow.
And then we'll see where Oasis ranks when we go.
Oh, it's gonna be number 1. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
The vibes gonna be crazy. Plus,
Yeah,
you already
great.
showed me the set list for some reason.
Yeah, I have the set list on Spotify.
Yeah.
You gotta get ready, man. You gotta get ready. You gotta know that
I
they
swear-
start with hello. They start with acquiesce. And
Oh,
then
man.
and then halfway, was it halfway around the world or whatever? Half a world
Half a
away.
world away. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a good
like-
one, man. That's
that's
a
like
that's a
their-
B
that's-
side, but it's a good one.
But they have it timed so it's like the middle. It's like a halftime type thing. So very smart. And like,
Nice,
man,
nice,
the thing
nice.
with Oasis is like it's just all hits.
Oh yeah.
Like there's
course.
no like even the deep cuts are like people know them.
Half the world away is a deep cut, but it's a very
You think
deep,
so though?
deep and spiritual
yeah,
song, man.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So those are all the questions. Appreciate everyone for sending them in. And now we're gonna wrap up with a couple segments here.
Wrapping
First,
it up. Oh, 5.
So-
let's go.
so last time on the Banter Pod, if you guys missed out, we introduced $5 ideas, which is something that my friend John and I did on the first iteration of Stephen LeBron Radio, which is basically a ripoff of Bill Simmons's and Jacoby's half-baked ideas.
This guy's been ripping off Bill Simmons for decades.
Honestly, I've been ripping off Bill for like 30 years, man.
Goodness, man.
So today I have 5 more $5 ideas to pitch
Alright.
you guys. Again, we do this kind of Shark Tank format. You guys ask questions. Let me know if you approve. So let's get to it. Number 1, first idea is called happiness tax. So we know that every year all of us have to do taxes. It's the least favorite part of our lives. It's confusing. We don't really know what to do. Like,
By the way, you were an accountant, so like I think that
Where is
Like
the
this
keyword?
applies
So-
to the general person, yes, but
so-
the fact that it applies to you is very funny.
as people know, like I don't like billionaires. I don't like capitalism.
You love
I
both.
I don't think we should be taxing people based on their income. I feel like we should tax people based on their happiness. And
my
I think
God. No.
happy
Okay.
people
No.
happy people should be taxed more. And
No.
if you're not happy, you should be guaranteed a refund because taxes should be a way to moderate people's moods. Yeah.
So how are you measuring people's happiness?
We'll run through kind of like a scientific type test.
I would be so broke.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So if you land on a happiness meter of like 80, to 100, then you have to pay a certain level of taxes. But if you're clinically depressed, and you're going through it, you're guaranteed a huge refund. So I think it should be balanced out. The chat is just like, what the fuck is this?
This idea
sounds
makes no sense,
evil.
man. I'm sorry, man.
This makes
idea
zero
Legit
sense.
makes no sense, man.
Okay, so
The only
this
thing
one,
that okay,
this
so,
one's
okay,
getting rejected. This one's getting rejected.
this is where I'll give you some grace, I guess.
Yeah.
It sounds like what you're actually just trying to say is you want to support people who are unhappy.
Right.
But
Yes.
you don't need to
Yeah.
punish happiness. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so this one's getting rejected.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I just don't even know how you
rejected.
would measure this, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, rejected.
you're like, oh, you're thrilled that you just got
No,
married.
but you have
Boom,
to- you have to-
50%.
you have to believe that there's technology. There's technology available to be able to like make this happen.
Every one of your things requires some level of
Yeah,
fantasy
that's-
science.
That's
Yes.
insane, man. I'm
Speaking
sorry.
of fantasy science, next idea, the
Yeah.
100% phone. So as you know, I like to
Oh
carry
my
around
God,
my.
man.
I like to carry my
This guy
around my
about to invent a
external.
battery.
I,
I know this. It's a stupid battery.
I like to carry around my external charger because I don't
Yeah.
like my phone to dip below 93. And what if there was fantasy technology for us to finally have a phone where you're just fully charged at all times?
I think
Why
It's
you're
called
just
a
asking-
home phone.
Yo, I just invented the landline.
You're also like could just invest then in alternate forms of like
Alexander Graham
like
Bell.
energy. Like you
So
can- yeah.
so why have we not gotten to a point where we can just have a phone that we can bring out portably? Like I believe Apple and like Google, shouts to Google, but like I believe there's I believe
This really
there's a
feels like 2
conspiracy.
hours into a podcast.
I believe there's
No, I
a
like this.
conspiracy here to like
Okay.
make us buy accessories, make us buy chargers.
Hmm.
You can't tell me we don't have the technology to have a phone that's just like 100% at all times.
Okay,
And
so
Your beef is just with batteries in general. man.
I think
you could just keep your phone plugged in at all times.
Okay. Follow-up question here. In this scenario, if you could have this phone that
Mm-hmm.
you never have to charge, how much would you be willing to pay for this? Like, would you be willing to pay 20,000 for this phone?
no.
Because you'll never have
Hmm.
to charge your phone again. Yeah.
I honestly, like, I'm not even trying to gas the Google Pixel, but I can use the phone all day and I still have like 30% left at the end of the day. I'm serious. I just
Yeah,
don't usually have to
I think this is like a thing again, like the first one where I think the spirit of where this idea comes from makes sense, but the solution is just so completely out of mind.
Okay. Rejected again. Yeah,
well,
rejected.
because this does remind me because
Also,
Like,
can you
almost-
turn down the knob on your volume? You're coming in really hot.
Sorry, I'll just move further away from it.
Yeah,
I don't
just-
mess
just-
with the knob.
yeah.
no, but okay, so I know I know one of the things with electric cars is that like obviously you can go like whatever 500 kilometers and you need to charge up again, and they always say like okay it is quick to charge, like a half an hour can get you like 40% or whatever, which I'm like okay that's cool, but obviously if you're driving around, let's say you're driving up to the cottage, you run out of electricity, you gotta stop for somewhere for half an hour versus like you just fill up for 5 minutes and you keep driving, right? And then I was actually told that like apparently in China there's like gas stations that in addition to being able to offer you sort of gasoline, they're also able to just like a garage where you drive your like electric car onto the garage. It like automatically pops out the garage from the bottom of your car, puts in a new battery back in, a fresh one, and you're just gone. So like it's basically as quick as like getting fueled up.
This
Right.
is what they
It's
should
like a
have
pit
for
stop.
F1, man.
No,
A
honestly,
pit stop?
like
Yeah.
it's actually a pit stop, and as long as like, you're in the same like company, or whatever, you can just keep doing this. And I was like, yo, that's actually kind of incredible. And
Yeah, that's
I guess
really
you
impressive.
can maybe do this with phones too. Because like you're carrying a portable charger, but then you gotta get a wire for the portable charger, or you gotta keep it attached with the. I don't know. It's just a lot, you know. What I mean?
When I was when we were
you
at
just
the
pop
Jays
in a new
game,
battery would be kind of cool.
and I like borrowed because you can like rent out like a external charger from Rogers
Right.
at the stadium for free. Like that was a mess too, because then I ended up forgetting to put it back, and then security wouldn't let me back in. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
just
you
walked
must
out.
be used to that.
You could have just walked out with the battery pack, man.
Anyways, okay, so happiness tax is rejected.
No, that's awful.
100% phone is rejected.
It's
100%.
it's not
It's not
terrible. I
reject-
guess. So
Yeah.
how does it have like 100%? Like how does it have infinite power?
Well, once again we need some kind of Black Mirror fantasy.
We need to discover infinite
magic.
renewable energy. I mean, that can solve a lot more than phones,
Tony
man.
Stark built this in a cave.
I just know
Seriously.
this is possible. I just know this is possible.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, 0 for 2. I can still
0 for
get
2.
back here. I got 3 more. Next up, we're gonna open a new spot called Blacking Out. Okay, so In-N-Out Burger.
I sat next to Alex
yeah.
when he came up with this idea.
Oh, sick.
Very
Collaborative.
popular burger spot, of course, in Vegas. And one of the things when you're at a Vegas casino, and you guys have come to learn too, it's like you can't use your phone because it's a whole thing. Like you
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
recording.
Sure.
Like you can't eat at the table. Like you can have some drinks and stuff. How about every In-N-Out gets converted into a legalized casino environment where they're all blackjack tables?
Dog, do
So
you really want people gambling at In-N-Out, man? You know how it's not just animal style on the fries; it's animal style in terms of how people are operating in there, man.
So we merge.
It's a terrible place.
We
This is
merge.
degenerate behavior.
We
yeah.
merge an In-N-Out, but like people can play poker there. Every table is a poker table, and you can eat your burgers there.
Wow.
You can have your fries. You have dealers there, so you kind of get the 2-for-1 deal at like 2.
It just sounds like you just want to be able to eat in the casino.
Yeah, this is-
Like I don't think
know
In-N-Out
what-
should
yeah.
become a casino. I think the casino should just allow you to eat In-N-Out.
I hate
that's
that.
it. That's it.
I
That's
hate that
all
you're
it is.
able to spot the origins of all my ideas.
I mean, they're not that deep, man.
It's like happiness taxes because you were sad when you were doing taxes, and you wish you got a refund. 100% battery is because I
Okay.
hate carrying my external charger.
Let's just walk through this though. Okay, so it's. Are you able to just get up and leave? Like, where is? Oh man.
No, but it's like when I go into order, like when we went to eat.
Will,
we
it's
would've
not
sat
that
down
deep.
at a
He just wants to
blackjack
eat at the table. That's all
Yeah.
that is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you on eating at the table. I do hear you. 'Cause
Yeah,
sometimes
I
if you're
think-
playing poker, for example, you're locked in for like
Right.
3 hours. Like, I
Yeah.
would love to get like
Plus-
like a little bite. Some
No
fries,
offense, like I'm
something,
not
yeah.
touching the cards. Like I can have greasy fingers and just be like hit, or wave. Like it's chill. Yeah.
The
leave
thing
these
is, it just
smudge marks.
again, I get
That'd be a
like
great way
the
to cheat,
spirit.
though.
The spirit of it is like kind of makes sense. It's just your solutions
Yeah.
are kind of so out of the like box. It's like you're afraid of jaywalking and you want to buy a jetpack. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
like,
so
yeah.
Also,
far,
we're getting conflicting reports. This one from Peter. You can eat at the poker tables.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll
okay,
we'll
high
have to
roller.
confirm this next time. We'll
right.
confirm this next time. I do love every
Because
person
that would
does-
solve your whole idea. Was just
I feel like
if you
every
could just
person
eat
that
there.
engages in our gambling conversations, not to be stereotypical, I feel like they're all Asian. I only get gambling questions from like Jason Lee and like Marshall Kung.
Fair.
Yeah.
Shouts to Marshall.
Just Marshall.
Shows to the bucket. Okay, 2 more here.
Keep it a buck.
Climax popcorn. So I went to.
What? Those are just
Yeah, you
two
guys gotta,
nouns,
you
man.
guys
Okay.
gotta bear with me here, okay?
Let's hear about
Does the
Climax
combo come with a
popcorn.
squirt?
So,
Goodness, man.
hey
Ideally,
Jerome,
yes.
the meter's up.
Okay.
So I went to watch Superman yesterday, just trying to get back into that.
I'm gonna watch it
letterbox
tonight.
groove,
How is it?
3.5. Fell asleep.
Cool.
So
I'll pull up his letterbox.
You're just
don't
tired.
worry.
You're just tired, man.
So, I realized, because, when I go to movies, get a drink, get some popcorn, get that butter layered. And then you sit down and, like, statistically, you consume 80% of your popcorn, like,
Okay.
at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. It gets too salty and
Because
then you end up stopping.
You're just ripping it through, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
can we get to a situation where we can now pre-order? Because I know there's VIP, you can order popcorn anytime.
You can pre-order
But-
food.
But can we pre-time the food? Like when I go into a movie, I want my popcorn to be delivered for me when it's the climax of the movie. Like
that's
I
what
want
Climax
I want
pop- You know what?
yes, I want Finally, I think we got one. We might have gotten one.
I think
So,
we might have got one.
cause like in the second hour, like when the movie's really picking up, big action scenes and stuff, that's when I want my popcorn. I don't want my
Right.
popcorn when I'm watching the trailer and the first two setup scenes. So I think
Okay.
there should be an option at theaters of like, okay, you're watching Superman. We've calculated that an hour and a half in is when the climax is, and we'll deliver you your full bag of popcorn at that time.
Can I pitch another $5 idea to you before Will
not bad.
answers?
That's not
Alex,
bad. I might do this.
self-control.
No, but it's like so hard to just
I
sit
get
there
what
and
you mean,
not
though. No,
rip
that
through
makes
the
sense, that makes
popcorn.
sense.
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
No, it's true. It's true. No, I think
does make
ordering
sense.
food halfway through the theater and having it delivered to you, rather
Yeah.
than having to walk out the theater, then get
Yes,
yourself, wait in
like
line,
a
then go back
pre-order,
in.
like a pre-order, like bring it
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
You determine statistically. You determine when the climax of every
Can I
movie.
can I
You
insert
schedule
some can I insert some fantasy science for you in this one?
Yes.
Although like I guess it doesn't like factor in like how quickly a person would eat, but like the popcorn is like an attachment, like the receptacle is an attachment like to your seat that opens up at the beginning for you to have some, but then closes and then reopens later
Yes.
on.
Yes. So it's like
Because, like,
segmented.
'cause I think part of-
yeah.
Well, it could stay like maybe the receptacle like keeps it fresh or like repops it or whatever, but like because I think the thing that like does work against your idea is you are taking away the experience of getting to eat it at different points.
Right.
Yeah. No.
So I
think,
feel
that's fair.
I
Yeah,
think
like
if
that.
anything, it's like you
I
want
like
like
that.
a popcorn regulator. throughout.
Yes, I like that
Right.
because I just think
What if it's like
sucks.
the cat food dispenser? It just pops a corn into Alex's
No, but
mouth
it is-
every 5 minutes.
No, but it's but like, and that's the other thing too. Like, maybe you could just like have like the first like
Yeah.
amount of popcorn at the beginning, so it's not your entire bag, and then a fresh set is waiting for you when you want to go to a different part of the movie.
By the way,
Yeah.
Loki, my hot take
Yeah.
is popcorn in movies overrated. Okay, first off, it's like
What are
gets
you-
too
what are you
salty.
getting? What are you
First
getting?
off, it takes way too long to eat the whole thing. It gets too salty. You can share it, but again, like you need to have a drink with you at all times because again, it's
Absolutely.
just too salty.
Absolutely.
You almost never end up finishing the bag, so you're wasting it. My
Yeah.
new thing is nachos. Nachos at the theater are way better than popcorn.
Well,
at the
I'm
theater.
gonna throw this out there. Like, you
You get the hot cheese.
clearly
you got
came
the,
up with
you got
this
the little
idea.
salsa pack. Man,
How does this change, Alex? Now that you're a pretzel guy.
Yeah, I think I want half a pretzel when Superman's getting ready to fight Lex.
Or
Luthor
can I
and
can I
stuff
offer
like
you a new thing? So the popcorn now has been reduced in amount because it is a pre-movie snack, and you get yourself a Climax pretzel.
that. Yeah, I like that Climax pretzel.
Ooh.
I am very picky about because I've sat in those like VIP theaters where you can like order wings. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
order. I
Oh,
feel like
yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta,
yeah.
I feel like you gotta draw the line at some point.
It's so
Like,
embarrassing.
I'm not trying to smell buffalo sauce when I'm watching like when I'm watching Mickey 17. Dog.
No, but it also is like so embarrassing, like with any of those kind of like saucier things eating in the theater because you can't see like
The
it's already hard
theater-
enough when it's like buttery popcorn. You know,
I'm very anti like sneaking in a whole meal into a theater. Sneaking snacks in,
Oh, really?
no problem at all.
Hell
but like
no,
if
man.
you're,
The f-
but
Yo,
but you
first time I
bring
watched
like a whole.
first time I watched Get Out, I went to.
Oh wait,
Coffee
actually,
Cinemas, or
can
Imagine
we
Cinemas.
rewind back to the trip because like I
Oh,
don't
what's up?
know that we had an entryway to get into this, but talking about sneaking in meals, Will, can you tell us about how you ate leftovers on the trip?
Oh. Well, I mean, first off, it was very generous by the entire Raptors press relations staff.
Shut up.
Midway through the
Shout out
trip,
Jennifer Quinn.
we got an email.
Phil
And it
Summers,
was like, hey,
Karina.
are you guys, would you guys be free after Raptors Bulls, the first Summer League game, to come to a dinner on us? And
Yes.
we were like, absolutely, this is great. Obviously, we had to do our post game show.
Free
But, like, we're
$99.
down. We're down, right? So I don't really know that many. Like, first off, I rarely go to steakhouses. And it's like it's called the Capitol Grill. So we were talking to our cab driver. By the way, the cab drivers out there deserve their own segment here on the show because they were just very talkative as a bunch. But this guy was actually super
was
chill,
rough. Yeah.
super chill. And then he was just like, "Oh, you're going to Capitol Grill? That's a fancy place. Like, you know what I mean? Like someone's really, really treating you well. If you guys end up going there." So like the four of us with Liban, who was squeezed into the middle seat as always, we pop over. And we had a great time. Now, of course, everything was comped in terms of just like we weren't picking up the check, and we were joining in progress when other people had already ordered meals because we did the post game and then post game show. Then we got over there. Other people just like finished the game, went straight to dinner. So like they already had things on the table, and then we were sitting on the far side of the table, and they were like, "Okay, order whatever you want." And I was just like, "Wait, hold on, how much should I order? Because it's like a free meal at a great place, but I also don't want to come across as greedy." So anyway, long story short, I ordered the Wagyu steak. Wagyu
It was a
steak,
special. It was a
great,
special.
I forget what kind of salad we ordered too, but it was like a really, really nice salad. We ordered
It
lobster
wasn't
bisque,
much.
3 cups of it.
No. We got a burrata.
We got a burrata. Yes, we did get burrata.
Yeah, that we split. Yeah.
We also got, what else did we get, man? The 3
Lobster
lobster bisques.
bisque. We got
some
calamari.
calamari as well. Calamari dashi. What else did we get? We got
Well, there was some
potatoes au
miscommunication.
gratin,
Yeah.
some mac and cheese. Yeah, we were
The mac
going.
and
We were going
cheese
in.
had
man.
already been ordered by like
Yeah.
the other side of the table as like
Yeah,
sides
yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah.
But we were like, yeah, let's throw 4 more mac and cheese. So at one point
Right.
there was a mac and cheese staring at you, staring at Jerome, staring at Lee Bands, staring at Doug Smith. Like everybody had their own mac and cheese.
Right.
And I think you had to take some of that mac and cheese home.
Oh well, we ended up getting so greedy with the free food that we were getting that we ended up packing out because people were like packing plates, and then you were like, "Nah, I'm good." Like we can just. I'm like, we can't.
Yeah, I
throw
didn't
away
even know
this
that was
food.
an option. I'm like,
You were
"Fuck this
laughing.
dude."
You were laughing at me because, like, I was drinking, like, I was ordering bourbon all night because bourbon's shortage here in Canada because of the
Yeah.
tariffs and stuff. And then when it came to dessert, like, we were all pretty full because we had steak. I ordered seasonal berries. You were like, you've taken it too far.
Yo,
I was just ordering for the sake of ordering.
yo, this. And by the way,
I
seasonal
split a
berries.
cheesecake with Krita. It was good. Yeah.
Here's
Right.
another hit, Berry Bonds.
Yo, it was legit just berries on some yogurt. It was a parfait basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
perfect.
crying. No, man. I was like dessert. Let's get creme brulee. No, but I was like, let's take the leftovers because like there was still a lot of calamari.
Can I insert
please read the
myself at this
comment,
point
yes.
here?
Oh,
So, okay, first off, the comment here, you can take the immigrant out of China, but you can't invite him to Capitol Grill.
you can't take me nowhere, man.
Okay, so here's the thing. Actually, one of my favorite work trip traditions is getting a morning coffee with Will while Alex is getting himself up. And Will, the delightful person that he is, actually brought his AeroPress on the trip and was making coffee for me every morning.
Yeah, but he said he's making it out of his washroom.
Whatever. It's...
I mean, it's okay. No,
Well,
okay,
let's
so
try to make it, yeah.
not
But anyway,
only did I bring in the AeroPress,
Bathroom juice.
so the day before I left on the trip, I made sure to buy a fresh bag of coffee. Shouts to Hail Coffee. Made
Yeah.
sure to buy a bag of coffee. Had it ground
Yeah.
for AeroPress. And then I
Yes.
took that bag with the AeroPress, with all the little filter papers with the AeroPress, and I also brought a portable water like boiler, like
That's right.
kettle,
Yeah,
like a portable kettle.
Yeah.
So like I had this whole setup because like I don't know, it's weird because like I guess casinos just don't have, or like hotels just don't have kettles anymore. Like what the hell, man?
You can request one, definitely.
No, I do. I tried it last year. They didn't bring me one, so I'm like, all right,
Oh,
cool.
shoot.
I'll do this all myself.
Why
Brought
we're
all
not
the
back at
ingredients.
Circa. Yeah,
I brought all the ingredients.
yeah.
Dropping beans, grinding beans. Very efficient.
Yeah.
Just the whole life cycle just happens in very short order. But then I started inviting Jerome over to my room
Yeah.
to have coffees with me. And
Despite the
and I,
bathroom
make sure
side
to
of
play
it,
music too to like keep
it was
like,
a really
cafe
no.
ambiance.
We,
like,
we
let's
had
play
such a
some
nice
FKJ.
time. Like, yeah, we had such a nice time. We'd have like nice long chats, talked about work, talked about life. But one of the mornings, the next morning after Capitol Grill, I walk into the room and I'm sitting with you, and I look across the room to like the window, which is like open, sunlight beaming in, and I just see 3 takeout boxes in front of there. And I look back at Will, and Will explains to me, what do you say to me?
Well, I'm like, hey, there's no microwave either, so I'm just using the sunlight to heat it up.
Yo, that's what I almost had to do if they brought me to the police station.
Because I had the leftovers in the fridge for a day,
crazy.
and I'm like, they're cold now. What am I gonna do? And I legit just opened the window and put it on the ground. for the sun.
Crazy.
It actually
It was-
it worked. I felt like who's that camping guy? Luke from Outdoor Boys.
No, this is some Shawshank Redemption like type survival.
I was making coffee in the bathroom. I was
you-
warming up food by sunlight.
Yeah.
I feel like you would be really good on like a Survivor show.
Amazing
Like
insight.
you would be able to
You'd be
you'd be
okay.
able to figure it out.
You
man.
be the
not
you be
that
the
good
best
at
out
it.
of the three of us, but that's saying very little.
That is
Yeah.
saying very little if you're
Yeah.
Yo, you're Jose Barista, bro.
There
Yo,
you go.
You are, bro.
Pretty good, pretty good.
But yes.
Anyways, back to the great idea of Climax popcorn. I believe.
that's right.
Oh, we're still on
might-
$5 ideas.
We scored
Yeah,
one.
I'm 100%. Yeah, I'm
yeah, we're
100%
in,
on this.
we're in with you on this
Okay.
one.
Actually, 100%. I also think that there should be some sort of economy where people are able to trade. Like, so okay, you order a regular popcorn, it's too big. You eat through half of it, you're done. The other half, someone should be able to offer. There should be a system where you can offer to sell the rest.
No,
of
we're
the-
not.
No,
we're
that's
not doing
disgusting.
Flintstone age
That's
bartering.
No, because it's like 10 bags. It's like $10 for the for
Oh
a full
my
bag.
God.
But if you only have
Oh
if you
my
have half a
God.
bag left, someone should be able to buy that for $2 and just have the remainders. There should be like a
How-
secondary economy. For
I
How
am
about
not
this,
going on any movie dates with you. All you're doing is buying used popcorn on the
Okay,
date.
I'm like, yo, shorty, let's wait till halfway through the movie. We get the popcorn at $2.
No, how about this?
disgusting.
How about this? It's called another side idea to this. It's called Half a Flick. Okay, Half a Flick membership. If you leave at the midpoint of the movie, you get your full refund, but you're never allowed to watch that movie again, whether it's on streaming or whether it's in
How is
theaters.
that?
You're blocked. You're blocked
There's
from reading
no
Wikipedia. You're not gonna see any spoilers on YouTube, Twitter, but
Again,
like
this is a stupid idea.
you
You can't do it. No,
No
like,
way. You can't.
no, but you always get movies for free, but you only get the first half. Yeah.
This is how you crashed out of finance.
no, but like, how does he even begin to like do this
Yo,
idea?
I made this up on the spot, man. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
No.
like it.
No,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, final idea. This
Yeah,
is
please give me the
this
real
is
idea,
this
man.
is from John. Haircut pit stop. Okay, so most of us go to the barber every like I don't know what's 4 weeks.
Yeah,
6
like a
weeks.
month,
2
and a
weeks,
half
right?
kind of thing. Yeah.
But it's like you go into week 2, week 3. Maybe you don't like your little sideburns. Maybe the hair is starting to like
Sure.
flow a little bit.
Yeah.
So how about you have a dedicated barber that freshens you up literally every day? Now, I'm realizing this idea is just creator will.
Wait.
This is
No, so
people
so
get
instead,
touched up all the time.
yeah,
Oh,
but
You're just
you-
talking about
you might
haircut
be onto
frequency.
something. Keep going.
yeah,
You might be
but
onto
you
something.
just they're like posted up in your like lobby of your condo, like outside your house, and every day you just have a locked-in time where you can go see them, and they'll freshen
You
you
need
up
it that
once a
often?
day.
I mean, first off,
They'll
this is,
fresh
you
you-
could technically just do this with your barber.
Sure,
Like, you could
Yeah,
just
yeah.
book your
Just
barber
groom
every day.
yourself. No,
Like,
but
this is entirely
you're paying us the same price, but for one haircut over 4 weeks, but except you get groomed every day for like 5
Well,
minutes.
okay. I mean, one
Okay.
thing that you're saying is you're making a case to underpay people to get your hair.
So we started with me taking money away from the happy people.
Yeah. You're like, what if for the price of a haircut, I could get a month's worth of haircuts? Is what you're suggesting? No,
Michael
that's
says
not a
we're
thing.
back at backwards chest.
I still don't understand backwards chess, man.
Hey, it's one of those things where if you get it, you get it. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
if you
the
get
other
it,
thing.
if you get it, you get it.
You can't just say if you know, man.
You can't say that shit. Okay, well, so to answer that, I mean, like, one thing that you're just neglecting is like people get haircuts at higher frequencies than we do, and that's just what you're describing.
Fair,
for
fair,
sure, yeah.
fair.
So,
fair.
like,
Yeah.
Fair.
to that end, I mean, I
How-
think what
okay,
you're
okay.
kind of tapping into is,
Yeah.
okay, one, it makes no sense to pay it at the same price, but
Yeah,
to set
yeah,
up
yeah.
a subscription model that
Yeah.
allows you to like go
yeah,
frequently.
yeah.
And like
Okay.
added tiered prices, like you have the main
Yeah.
haircut and then you have the maintenance
Right,
price.
right.
I think that kind of makes sense.
Okay, how about modified idea here on the spot?
Okay, let's keep
okay?
because there's something here.
Like
there's
you're
something
talking
here.
like people, like if people who work, if you guys like worked for a television station, you were,
Yeah.
which you did before, like
Right.
you
We were,
would have just like gone into
we
the
were never
studio and
a-
get
we
touched
were
up.
one of those
But no,
that's-
legit at
that's-
Sportsnet, there's a guy who comes every Tuesday. I forget what his name is, and he just cuts
Yeah.
like Faisal's hair.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or if you think
and
about the
only
Raptors,
Faisal.
Yeah,
like the
Faisal's
Raptors
there
have a
every day.
dedicated barber that like will come
Well,
into
Elliot
their,
Freeman
yeah.
went 2 COVID cycles without cutting anything.
Right.
Okay, modified idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Cineplex cuts. So you go
How
watch
many
a
of these
movie.
are movie based?
No, you go watch a movie,
Can you tell he watches a lot of movies these
and
days?
during the movie, you multitask. You're getting a cut.
I don't
No.
get that. I actually
No.
don't
Getting
get
a
this at all.
cut. And
I
then the
hate it.
popcorn, and then the popcorn pops up right when Superman's gonna fight Lex Luthor.
Okay. Logistically, this makes no sense in a lot of ways. One,
Okay.
like, how many people get to get their haircut? Because no one's hearing the fucking movie, like in that theater.
Right.
When that's going
okay.
on.
Maybe you got
Also-
headphones in.
Also,
Yeah. Ultra AVX, baby.
that's a terrible experience. The other thing too is with all the mess that's going on, like you're absolutely getting
Right.
hair in your popcorn
You're getting hair. You're getting hair out everywhere, man.
everywhere, man.
So you guys drink squirt.
Okay. I think there's some idea there where it's like you gotta
Throwing
reduce
stones in a glass house in a squirt house.
you get a reduce rate for getting
Squirtle.
you get a reduce rate for getting a freshen up rather than a full haircut.
Okay.
Yeah, that part.
okay,
that, yeah. that
You know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Because like for my hair, like I got like a I got like a fade on the sides, and then I need to cut the top where the ponytail is. But like if I only want the fade, can I just? Yeah, I'm always
what?
just trying to find ways to find savings. Man.
You
It's a
know
real
what?
sickness.
I will regroup here and come back with 5 more next month. Yeah.
But you
this
got-
was
you
not
got
my
one and a
best
half.
business pitches. This
You got
is
one
not
and a
my
half.
best.
Yeah,
but I feel like Climax popcorn like has some legs there.
Climax popcorn was good, and then this
Also,
haircut
the
thing, like
the haircut thing
I-
is in there.
Not bad.
And again, for like the one with the eating, like you just wanted to eat at a casino, you should have just said that. But you
Yeah.
turned it into a far more convoluted idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, I appreciate the feedback, guys.
Right.
We're gonna keep
Imagine
rolling.
sitting beside someone while they're getting a haircut and you're trying to watch a movie. This sounds fucking awful.
Okay.
Well,
but-
this
but-
would require me to be considerate of other people, which
But
is a whole other
counterpoint,
conversation.
counterport. Last time I was getting my haircut,
Mm-hmm.
shouts to King's Landing, shouts to Purnell. But P just had TV on NBA TV, and it was playing in classic games, including
Mm-hmm.
when I was getting the cut. It was the Warriors versus Thunder, the one where Steph Curry hits the shot, where Mike Breen says double bang at the
Mm.
very end, right? Or I was actually forcing overtime. They actually win in overtime. But I was watching that game, and I'm like, yo, this is great. But how's that different? You know what I mean? Someone else probably like, yo, I'm getting my
Counterpoint,
hair-
that's not at all the same thing.
Okay, fair. But I'm just saying that
just
you know
not the
sometimes
thing
they
at
play a
all,
movie
yeah.
at the theater when I'm getting my haircut. Like it's kind of cool to tap in. By
That's
the way,
right.
we did pull up your letterbox for Superman. 3.5 stars. The caption is asking my barber. Asking my barber for the Guy
This is how
Gardner
you
bullet
came up
tomorrow.
with the idea. Holy shit.
We found the exact origin of your stupid haircut movie idea.
By the way, apologies to people sitting in row I yesterday in Theater 4 at Scotiabank Theater. I did catch myself snoring a little bit when I dozed off for 10 minutes.
Not again.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
apologies.
Oh, God.
Apologies. All right, final segment. You know, last time on the Banter Pod, we challenged Jerome to name Sopranos character names. Basically, gave him 10 photos, 15 real Sopranos characters, and he had to try to map them. And we gave him hints along the way.
Okay.
So this
He
month
did pretty
it's-
well, though. I'm not gonna lie.
He did pretty well.
He
He
just
did pretty
did not
well.
know who Christopher Moltisanti was.
Yeah. So this time Will is up to bat. And Will is going today going to try to guess the names of 10 current wrestlers. Oh man. And to make it easy for you, they're all in WWE, no AEW, no TNA, no New Japan.
I don't even know that I would be able to, yeah.
These
Who are-
are
what?
all present day. So you have 15 names in the document, Will.
Yeah.
And so 10 of them match. These are all 15 real wrestler names.
Yeah.
10 of them map to the names. So we're going to give you the photos as they come up. And for the
Can
podcast
you read out the
listeners,
names just for... Or, Will, let's get you to read out these for the podcast listener. Just so
Okay.
that
yeah,
they
so
know
these
who
are
we're
what
looking
you
for.
have to choose from.
We got Chad Gable, Io Sky or Io Sky. I've heard that one. You guys
Io
said that one.
Sky, yeah.
Asuka,
Asuka.
Solo Sikoa.
Yep.
Okay, honestly sounds like a wrestler.
Yeah.
Lyra Valkyria.
Valkyria, yeah.
Okay. Bronson Reed. That could be
Yeah.
that could be a New York Met. R-Truth, aka Ron Killings. Pretty good. That's 50-50. Drew McIntyre, which I think was fake, but I think it's real, but I think it's fake every time because it sounds like That guy on
Yeah, these
Fox Sports.
just for the record, these are all
real.
wrestler.
Oh, these are all real. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
All right, my bad then. Bianca
Yeah.
Belair, Naomi, just Naomi. All right, Bailey, Braun Breaker, which I think you guys have joked with me about before. Ludwig Kaiser, LA Knight, which that's not the team, and then Gunther, which I definitely know Gunther
Yeah.
more than anything else. Shouts to the Ring General.
So we're gonna
There you
flash
go.
the photos, and Jerome and I will try to give you hints to not. No, we don't want to give it all away, but we'll definitely try to give you some hints here. Yeah,
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay,
So I should look at the list and then guess out loud. Okay, got you.
So first
up
up,
first. We're gonna go with. Let's go with this guy right here.
yeah. So this guy is kind of like a Kurt Angle of this generation.
Who's Kurt Angle?
Oh shit!
You know,
This is
he's
good.
He's American made.
American. Okay.
He's like I don't know. That's all I got for this guy.
He's American and he's Kurt Angle.
Yeah. So you're looking for someone very American here.
Jerome, do you have any hints, or are you cool with this being the hints? You don't have to. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think these are like just super athlete. He was an Olympic athlete, so
Right.
if it helps, and I believe he actually is using his like real name, if that
Yeah.
helps at all.
Yeah.
Real name. I'm gonna go. This is Drew McIntyre.
Ooh,
No.
wrong. It's Chad Gable.
I did do a
So-
little bit of a put the first name
Yeah,
and the first
yeah,
person
mind
to see if
game,
that would be a
mind
swerve.
game.
A little bit of a
Okay.
zag.
Okay.
you know?
Okay. All right.
So
all right,
cross
that's close.
Chad Gable off your list.
Okay. Sick.
All right.
Sick. Sick.
Yeah. Next up.
Next up, we're gonna go with a woman wrestler.
Yeah. So.
Oh, this is Io Sky.
Wrong again. It's
No,
Asuka.
what? No,
It's Asuka.
no,
I purposely put multiple Japanese names in there to mess you up.
That's devious, man.
Yo, you don't understand how deep I was going at this at 4
No,
a.m.
no, that was clever. I saw what you were doing there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Game
Incorrect. So
section.
you 0 for 2. Cross Asuka off the list.
It says Asuka. It's Asuka.
Don't
That's
worry
not
about
Asuka.
Asuka.
Okay, that's
All right,
Asuka.
next
okay.
up.
Okay.
Next up. You didn't even take a hint. Okay, so he's Australian.
He's Australian. He looks
his-
Samoan.
His finishing move is the tsunami.
Yes.
Okay.
He's currently in a faction with Paul Heyman, Seth freaking Rollins, and another guy that's gonna possibly show up on the list.
This is so tough.
He won Tsunami, Seth Rollins, I believe, 6 times.
Okay.
Yep. Has recently been involved in feuds with the likes of Penta, LA Knight.
This is not helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Is this just you
Reese-
trying to? Okay, hold on. This either feels like R-Truth, aka Ron Killings, or Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Ooh.
Am I remotely close?
Can't
You're
say.
kind of
Rules are rules, man.
close. You're close
You know
in a
what?
way that I can't. Yeah. Just keep going.
Is this Drew McIntyre?
No, it's Bronson Reed.
This is
God
Bronson
damn
Reed.
it, man. How do you guys follow this, man?
So
That's
cross
tough.
Bronson Reed off.
Okay,
0
okay. I'm
for
gonna get
3.
one. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. I'm
0
gonna
for
get one.
3.
I'm gonna get
All
one.
right. Up
Up
and
next.
while it looks like you just saw this person, this is not also Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god.
Recently broke up with Jacob Fatu. Was formerly
like-
aligned with Roman Reigns.
This is Samoan. This is a Samoan wrestler.
This guy's
yes.
Samoan.
Yes.
Okay.
Samoan
There's-
wrestler.
None of these names are distinctly Samoan, though.
Yeah. Maybe look at his pants.
Is this Solo
If you-
Sikoa?
This is Solo
Yeah, you
Sikoa.
got it.
Okay, you know what?
Damn, we should have cropped the damn.
I think you might could have cropped the pants because I would have got to that eventually.
Yeah, I was like looking at it. I was like, wait. I actually wanted to like hold up for a while because that part of me was like, oh, I think
go.
he'll actually not get it because of that reason.
This is like getting on base by hit by pitch, man. I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good.
All right.
man.
Up
All right,
next.
I'm on a roll. Let's go. Oh, man. What's the?
Yep. This
Is this a white woman?
Yes. She
Oh,
is
European.
Irish.
Yeah, Irish.
Well, Irish is very white. Yeah,
her
okay.
her wrestling name kind of matches what she looks like. In a
Is
way.
this the Valkyria woman?
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
this
you got
Lyra
it. Lyra
Val-
Valkyria.
This
Ah,
is
hell
Lyra
yeah.
Valkyria. Okay.
I've never seen these people in my life, man.
There
I
you
think this is
go.
pretty clear, but that's
There
cool.
we go. So you got
That's
two.
cool as funny. Okay. Up next, we have this gentleman over here.
Yeah, he's a vet. He's a vet.
So he's been
recently-
around.
God.
He's been around
Who is
for
this?
probably one of the longest times. He's maybe their most seasoned wrestler on there. Super popular. Kind of known for being a bit of a comedic wrestler these days.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Okay.
Also, people in the chat, please don't.
No, I
reveal
try not to
anything.
chat. It's okay. The chat can do whatever they want. I'm not
Okay,
looking at the
fine.
chat. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I think you can just.
Okay, let me look at closely at these tattoos. Maybe that gives it away a little bit.
Oh shoot! That might give it away. Actually.
Oh man, hold on. It says TR. Is that truth on his stomach? Or is that our truth?
That is
Okay,
our
Felix,
truth. That
let's
is our
go.
truth. That is our
Damn
truth.
it!
Let's go.
I didn't realize he had an R-Truth tattoo.
Let's go. Yeah, it says truth on
So,
his
so
stomach.
far, Will has gotten two people because they just said it on the photo.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
goddamn.
I'm technically, well, I'm still under, but
No, you're.
it's not
killing
bad.
it,
I'm
man.
getting back in.
well,
I'm getting back
you're
in.
in this. You're in this. You're in this. All right. Up next, we're gonna go with this gentleman over here.
Yeah.
Damn it, man. No tattoos.
So he is.
I'm
the
pretty sure what's
partner-
covered up right now is his name, which is crazy.
He's partnered up with our boy Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Which you saw earlier. He likes to bark. Arf, arf, arf.
Yeah,
Likes to bark.
We actually made a reference to him when we were on our trip that we didn't mention, but when Liban got off the flight and his ears were plugged and he was trying to like shake his head
Right,
out of
right.
it, this is also what this person does.
Yeah, he's the son of one of the Steiner brothers.
Yeah, he's
Back
a
in the day.
nepo. He's a super
nepo
athlete. I
wrestler?
think
Okay.
he used to. I think he did play some level of football. He might have
Yeah.
done NFL a little bit.
His finishing move is like a spear.
Yeah, you actually watched him spear I Show Speed.
Yes, he
We shared
speared
that
I
clip
Show
with you.
Speed at Royal
Right.
Rumble.
Wait, is this Braun Breaker?
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
Let's go. Oh, my, I'm so
right.
excited. I punched my microphone. I'm sorry, guys.
You're all
Damn.
good.
Let's
lock
go.
it, lock it, lock it, lock it,
Let's
lock
go.
it.
Kind of killing it, man.
I'm locked in. I told you, man.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
walk got me 4 straight. I'm good. Let's go.
Damn.
All right. Up next, we're gonna go back to another women wrestler, and we're
Okay.
gonna go with this wrestler right here.
Yeah,
This could be anybody,
she's,
man. Come on.
So this
son.
wrestler has
Yeah.
been around for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
part of the Four Horsemen,
horsewomen.
Horsewomen.
Yeah,
She's walking
and-
on Oz. She's walking on Ozzy right now, man.
No, this is Montreal. This is the plateau.
I was gonna say no jokes. All right. Anyway,
This is big in Japan.
okay. The difficult thing is, so it's definitely not
Yeah.
Io Sky because she's not Japanese,
right.
and then there's Bianca Belair and Naomi left. So she's got to be one of those two because there's not other like just based on the names at least I'm seeing here. I don't think.
Definitely.
Oh, man, it's a toss up.
Yo, don't look at her clothing. It says it in her purple hair. Yeah.
No, it does.
She's got like there's like a choker.
Yeah.
Purple hair. Are white people named Naomi? Is Naomi a black name?
I don't know. Apparently Jerome is.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll tell that story when
No,
more
we
job
won't.
security is
No, we
is given. You know what? On that alone, she's white. I'm gonna give her. She's Bianca Belair.
It's Bailey.
It's Bailey.
What Bailey? Who the hell's Bailey? Oh, okay. Oh, we're not. Bailey's on here too. God damn it. Okay, but there's no. Okay, Bailey. All right. There's nothing else
Has
about
no
it.
retort.
All right, here we go. This
Yeah.
is the newly crowned women's champion who just cashed in their Money in the Bank briefcase. Money in the Bank
Sick
is
outfit. I like this.
sick outfit. Yeah,
Yeah.
went through a bit of change that resulted in this outfit. Was often a fan favorite face, so like a good character, but went bad because they turned on one of their partners. And now this is kind of the reason for this caution tape that's around. But
Okay. That doesn't give me any hints.
it doesn't give you any hints.
I'm happy you guys know the lore so
I
well,
mean,
though.
the thing is, because you're able to narrow it down, and there are not any other sneaky women names in there. it is one of those two names that you named before. So this is one of Bianca Belair or Naomi, and you get to do a coin toss to decide who this is.
But WWE likes to zag. Like, this could be Io Sky.
Okay, if it was Io Sky, it's culturally problematic at that point.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm going with Bianca Belair for the
Wrong.
Naomi.
I was right. I should have shown instincts. I said it earlier. I said it earlier.
It's
No.
Naomi.
Wrong.
Oh God.
Although I gotta say, Alex, I think I'm like selecting the order of wrestlers in a good way. That's kind of
No. You're definitely messing them up with that too.
Yeah. All right. And finally, this man.
This is Gunther, man. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
There you go.
Gunther.
I was talking about Gunther all day, every day, man.
Yeah.
this is a
Shout out
Ring
Alex. If you want to know what freedom looks like when you just get unbanned from the Wynn, return there hours later and just keep on singing Seth Rollins' theme song, Burn It Down.
Burn it down.
While you're walking through the Wynn Casino.
No, good times, man.
Good times.
So yeah, Will did very well on that, and I think
yeah, solid.
so. Next month will be my turn, and you guys are gonna pick 10.
Okay, so
classic white
How many
albums.
did Will get right? So you got 1, 2,
I think I got 5.
3.
JR was tracking. I think
4.
either 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Because he got Gunther, so I think that makes it 6 actually.
Was he at 6? Okay.
Yeah, which is really impressive.
Well done, Will.
Yeah, so
so
yeah,
close,
next month
man.
will be my turn. You guys are gonna pick 10 white albums. Give me the album cover. Obviously, Photoshop out, I guess, the name or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I'll have to try to guess the names of these albums.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down.
And then are we giving you the
Can I put the
band name as well?
Millennium album in there?
No band name, just the album name.
Just
You know,
the
I think
album,
it's gonna be
yeah.
tough. I think Jerome, we might need to do some editing because like a lot of them will have like the name of the album in there.
Yeah. So you guys
That
can
or we
just
could do
block
some sort
those
of
out.
crop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it, guys.
What about
Feel free to
questions,
send me any $5 ideas. info@StevenLeBron.com.
Send us your $5 ideas.
Any that I read on air, you get free merch. So there you go. Motivation.
Okay, listen, we're gonna get to the questions, but first we're gonna bring you a special message
Questions.
from
Wait,
our
whoa,
beloved
whoa, whoa.
sponsor. What?
All right.
Right. Oh, do you want me to play it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. 1 sec.
What's going on, everybody? The Hello and Welcome crew is officially headed to Las Vegas Summer League this week. What this means for the show is as follows. Officially, on the record, we're really excited to bring you the latest in the next generation of the Toronto Raptors and also other young NBA stars from across the league. But of course, unofficially, this being Vegas and all, we are really looking forward to crashing a few exclusive NBA parties, rubbing shoulders with some of your favorite media personalities, and of course, catching up with all our dear friends from across the league. And when it comes time to be reaching for a beverage, you know we'll be asking for a Simply Spiked for us and the whole crew. And here's the thing. The fine folks at Simply Spiked have been really kind to send us cases to try of their new beverages. And let me tell you from firsthand experience, these are very crushable drinks. The limeade flavor is a very refreshing take on the original. The blackberry flavor has a nice tart twist. And of course, the cherry one, you already know that's the bomb. At 5% alcohol and made with real fruit juices, they're perfect to bring to any summertime outing, whether that's rubbing shoulders with NBA people or just having a nice little picnic in the park. Pick up Simply Spiked at your local store, try some for yourself, and we'll catch you when we're back in Toronto. There you go, baby. Hey, celebrate responsibly, must be of legal drink age. Let's split a Simply Spiked sometime, man. It's good stuff. All right, questions?
What questions? We're
Don't
done.
we usually do questions at the end?
We did all the questions.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
the chat. Why did we start so many comments in the chat?
Okay, here we'll run through these. Most of this like we covered already.
Oh, nice.
Anyone who likes karaoke knows at least one Backstreet Boys song. We did.
Guys,
say
I know
that.
more than one. Okay, I think if I, man, okay, Shape of My Heart is one.
You went to the concert, Will. This doesn't count anymore.
No, but like the ones I recognize was like that
Okay, fair,
one.
fair. Okay.
You know, Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely.
Yep.
Backstreet's Back. All right. What song? What's that? What's the title of that?
Everybody Backstreet's back.
Oh, okay. And then Obviously, the last
I
one.
Want It That Way.
I Want It That Way. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, that's chill.
Okay. Congrats on 10K. Thank you.
Yo, thanks everyone for subscribing. You know, for people who haven't subscribed yet.
Want it that way.
What do you want, man? Come on, man. Just hit us with the
All right.
subscribe button.
We answered this. How intoxicated were you at the round table, Alex?
Fully
Not
sober.
at all.
Fully sober. Actually, with lots of sleep too, because there was just a lot of Alex being drunk, being like, "All right, we're gonna go practice." Like, I'm hitting a nap.
Yeah.
And we like come wake you up in the room, kind of thing. So
Yeah, maybe I slept too much. That's why I'm so tired. Reverse sleep, $5 idea.
sick.
Awake?
Reverse sleep.
Awake? Just being awake? Coco says, this is a reaction to our story about you getting detained at the Wynn. Jerome's reactions to Alex's versus Will's is very aligned to our respective zodiac signs. I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
I don't know what that means for this, but I'm a Scorpio.
Right.
And Will, what are you?
I'm a Capricorn.
All right. And
So I was like
guess
level
that's-
headed. I was chill. I'm like, all right.
Let me pull up my CoStar app. I'm Libra.
Wait,
and then what is
hold
this?
on. You on CoStar?
What is this? Capricorn, and then I'm Scorpio rising or something?
Yo,
All right.
I didn't know you were on. Wait, hold on. Who got you on? No, hold on. Who got you on CoStar? I know you didn't get there yourself.
Don't worry about it.
Who,
man.
I know what time it is.
I'm a
Oh,
CoStar
I know what
everywhere,
time it
bro.
is. I know what time it is, buddy. Nah, men don't just get on CoStar themselves, man. I'm just telling you.
Chill, dog.
Oh man.
Coco, if you're around and you want to give us a breakdown of it, we're more than happy to read it on air. But
Sick.
your timer is on. Caleb asks, can you give us a full restaurant tour review? I mean, we kind of covered most of it. So our
Yeah.
favorite place is Esther's for sure.
Esther's is great.
I guess
Off the
like
strip,
let's
it's nice.
speaking about the strip. How about these strips?
Oh my god, this is what I was robbed of for the last game. I
Jesus
could have had one more of these. No, I legit had 3 of these at Summer League in 6 days.
Yeah.
They're just
for people
they're
who don't know-
$12. It's they're just chicken strips, but like really big chickens, like a whole breast, basically cut into like 3 very large strips. They're just like surprisingly
it's very
good.
efficient if you're running on our per diem for sure. But
No, they're just good in general, man. I put my friend Jeremy on. Hold on. Let's see the picture of me and Jeremy eating these as well.
Oh, okay.
Man, hold on.
But yeah, just for people who don't know, it's at Thomas and Mack Center, and it, at least based on what the signage says, they are actually from Raising Cane's, which is actually one of my
Right.
favorite
I
strips.
didn't know that actually.
Yeah. I wasn't aware of that either. Yeah.
If you come to Summer League, you gotta have one of these, man. Look
This
at
is
this.
very, very sweet. So for
Jeremy
people who are
on.
listening, here's a selfie of Will and Jeremy enjoying chicken strips together.
This is Mainlander.
Yeah. Also, okay, I don't understand though. Like, did you not have any of these strips, Will?
That was the second last day.
Oh,
I wanted
got
to
it.
have it the last day as well.
Yo, this
Right,
guy,
right. Okay,
this
got it,
guy,
got it,
this
got it,
guy
got it.
raising Cane like Paul Bear, man. Holy.
Actually, you know what? I think
Great
my thing
reference,
is,
Alex.
I just love taking pictures of people eating food. I think that's just like
yeah,
my,
I know.
my-
You
my
have the
toxic
most
trait.
like you have like the most unflattering photos of me. Like it's
What about this one?
what am I
photo of your
doing in the
food.
back?
I think this is just like a little Wagyu steak, a little calamari, a little Merlot, and
Yeah.
then I think, what do you have?
Imagine, so for people who are watching right now, look at that plate of calamari over there. Imagine that in a plastic container under the sun in front of a window, like warming up to be eaten afterward. Just
Hey,
imagine
that Vegas sun, man. It was like 42 degrees Celsius, man. It was
There you
easy.
go.
Easy to have that. No, and then one meal I had actually without you guys was this one. Where I actually have gotten his permission to showcase because he's very, I don't know, he can be a little sensitive in terms of what kind of food photos I could show with him. But here's me and Jeremy again. This is after you guys left. We
This is
decided to
very sweet.
I miss getting Chinese food, so we went to like the little Chinatown in Vegas. The original place we wanted to go to was just called Shanghai Mama, which I was crying at that name. But he's like, no, it's too expensive. Like, it's not gonna be good. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go to the store next to it, which was nondescript as hell. But it actually had some pretty good Shanghai food, man. We had like the steam fried baos. We had like the crab roe, xiaolong baos. We got like wonton soup. We got like shredded chicken, some gailon. It was actually a beautiful meal, and the whole thing was only like $60. So this is sick, man.
All right. What other places did we eat at? Tacos El Gordo we're a big fan of.
You guys went to Secret Pizza,
Secret Pizza was really good.
right?
Alex and I each had some Momofuku cereal milk soft serve, which was nice.
Yeah, shouts to the $17 Canadian nitro cold brew at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
the conversion is so
It's
scary.
such nasty
these days, man.
business. Oh yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yo, I
The
ripped-
full place we
ripped,
actually won was great too.
Yeah, full place
Yeah.
was great. I ripped 2 Carl's Jr. burgers right before boarding my flight.
What?
Yes, that did happen. What happened was I found like when we got to the airport, like Alex and I were on the same flight together. We split
Yeah.
up. I was like, I'm gonna go get some Burger King, and he's like, see you at the flight. And then as I was walking across, I just saw Alex like tearing, like one hand scrolling through reading something on his phone, and then just
Yeah.
tearing into some Carl's Jr. All he did was walk over, patted him on the shoulder, and then walked away.
I was reading the Ringers, Summer League standouts. Yeah.
There you go.
Who
I was like, ooh, Hanson Yang? Cool.
Yo, Hanson was cooking, man.
What other places did we eat at?
Oh,
I think
by the way, we gotta shout this one dish in particular out, man. This
I'm a
at
big fan.
Esther's
Alex is
Kitchen.
not as big a fan, right?
No, I just said that so you would take more. Yeah.
Oh,
Grilled
that's really
peach,
sweet of you. Thank you.
grilled peach with stracciatella, man. This was amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
they
one
they
of the
got
good.
So
stretched,
good.
they got waved, stretched,
Oh,
Della waved.
man.
Yeah.
Goodness,
No,
man,
great
this is
dish, man.
great.
This is
great
Esther's
stuff.
Kitchen, man. Everybody
Yeah.
gotta go. Yeah.
I wish I had more photos. Oh, I do have more photos of Esther's Kitchen, but they're of your hairlines. So
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Also,
we're
no
not
drinking
showing those.
photos because my eyes are completely closed all the time.
Yeah.
True,
We have this update from Coco. Okay, so Scorpio, because I'm a water sign, and Scorpio referring to me, I'd be protective, which is very true. I found myself very protective of you guys many times over during this trip. And then
nice.
Capricorn is more business minded.
yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah.
business minded.
Yeah.
Are you? Guy takes one business meeting every quarter and thinks he's Stringer Bell.
I'm like that
Yeah.
piano call was business like. I love that.
Oh
man.
my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, up next from Pyle. I was captioning those poker after dark shows.
Yo,
That's
that's
pretty cool.
amazing, man. That's actually amazing.
Yeah.
Yo, Alex, who's your favorite poker after dark guy? Or
Probably
gal.
Tom Dwan. Yeah,
Tom
Dur.
Dwan. Yeah, Tom Dwan. Yeah, Tom Dwan. No,
Or
shout out to
Patrick
Daniel as
or
well.
Patrick Antonius.
Oh, Patrick Antonio. Why do you have that? He had aura, man.
Oh,
He was
yeah,
super stoic, man.
Yeah.
Also, I love when poker players are super cut, man. I'm like, when do you have time for this?
Seriously. Yeah.
Aren't you just sitting at the casino all day?
Climax popcorn.
Speaking about food and $5 ideas, from Anthony_S, what about an antacid pill that lasts for the whole year?
I like it.
That's a great idea.
Hey, I want to hear more though. Info@stephenlebron.com. You got to elaborate, make a
Right.
paragraph pitch, and then you get free merch. Yeah.
No, because you
Yeah.
know, like you can get like birth control that's like the last 5 years kind of thing.
Sure.
Like, antacid that last 5 years. I guess it's just like a pit of like a pill that just is in your stomach that doesn't fully dissolve.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
No,
it's
it's
super slow release.
It's like the Scott Foster line. These are the extenders. Yeah.
Oh, the extenders. There you
Yeah,
go.
the
That's the
extenders.
marketing. Honestly,
Yeah,
this
the
is pretty
extenders,
sick.
yeah.
I like this one.
From Power Duster 3000, $2 from them. Top Shot here. This is all I made out of LV.
We saw
what?
you. We saw you, Top Shot.
But
Yo,
like-
Top Shot, we legit saw you, man.
Why
Wait,
did you
no, no,
lose
but
your
this is
account? Why are
from
you
some-
power dustered?
This is
Yeah,
either
what's
someone who's like
happening?
shading Top Shot, or this is actually Top Shot's other
Yeah.
account. Yeah.
No, this is hilarious, man. We
Yeah, we
saw
did
you,
see
Top,
Top
Shot.
Shot.
You
Yeah,
were
we
wearing
did
your
see you,
Joe
Top Shot.
Dumars 2 phones tee. Yeah.
I think the funny thing about it was like we couldn't call you because we were like pausing to be like, what's his name
his name?
again?
Yeah, we kept
Yeah.
trying to call. I'm like, yo, that's the guy who was at the whole Renfrew who's like in the live
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
I was like, it's not Spam Dunk. It's not. Who is it?
Yeah. All right, final comment here, which could cause violence, but I think we're going to try to choose to be safe about this. Lee Ben Osman, friend of the show, said, did they talk about how Alex's hairline is worse than mine?
Yo, man, the only next time you hear flashing lights is gonna be me flashing a light on your forehead, brother.
Yo, this is
Restraining order.
For people in the chat or people who are listening now who are familiar with the trend, like I want to say it's like been a year now, but where people would take an iPhone camera and go 0.5 on it
Yep,
and then like
yep.
make a person's head elongated. We have photos of all four of us, so Will and I
Oh,
included,
it's
where we
incriminating,
pull
man.
back our hairline and then show. So we have very clear exaggerated photos of People's Airlines. We also have a side-by-side of Alex and Lee Band together.
I'm looking at that side by side right now. I'm not showing it on the stream.
We can't reveal these.
We can't reveal this, but this is also...
Raptors moments would be too powerful if you had this one.
This is our insurance to avoid any mutually assured destruction.
But I don't know if that's the case when both sides have blackmail.
No,
that's the thing. That's the thing.
This is how nuclear weapons works, man.
It's equal footing. Yeah. So
that's why USA and China can never go to
no
war,
one,
man.
no one pulls the trigger on it.
This is so funny.
I'm looking at the focus. The thing is, I thought for sure Alex was gonna outmog Liban on this.
There's no mogging on this.
Why are you saying there's mogging on? Yeah. I think they were about a tie.
Well,
I don't know that anyone's like worse because the other
let's
thing
just
is like
let's just call it Latai, and we can wrap up the pod.
I think for Alex, like the thing is, you have a bit of a widow's peak, I think. And then Liban has like a flat hairline.
Yeah.
So it's not totally fair.
What's a widow's peak?
You know, like when people have like the Majin Buu, like
Was
the
that,
M.
was that how I felt for the first 5 years after my divorce? Don't worry,
All right.
I'm on
okay,
on co-star now.
Yeah, oh, your widow's peaking for sure if you on co-star, dog. Ain't no way. Never once talked to you about astrology. We talk for hours.
Holy shit.
No, I actually think Liban slightly wins in this case, but
we'll let him. The only win I got the only win I needed on this trip. And yeah, we got the Will's got you for the post game show tonight.
Oh, you're not coming on the show?
Dog, I'm gonna be out.
Oh, okay, sick.
I'll come join you. I'll hang out in the background, Will.
Oh, I thought you meant you're gonna come to hang out with Alex. I'm like, all right.
More coverage coming, etc.
Yeah,
we
so
got more
we do
games
have a lot
coming,
of stuff
of
coming out
course.
of. So we did release the Elijah Martin interview. We also have an interview with Chucky Hepburn. We have an interview with Jamal Shed, and we have a nice little quick bit with Sandro. And then I think that's everything that we have coming out of Summer League.
Right.
We're going to round back in to finish off and cap off our championship react pods.
Oh man, this one's gonna hit in August, man.
Yeah, and then just as a heads up, in a couple of weeks, basically a month out from now, your boys are going to be out in Europe, so we're going to take a little bit of a break, but we'll leave some content out there for people to take in. And then, I guess like Alex has some things cooking. We're going to have to figure out some production logistics for him to make sure that he's able to pull those things off. But we won't reveal those until we get those things going.
That's right.
Serge Ibaka.
Okay.
we did okay. Work wise, we did in terms of future interviews. Alex secured a future Serge Ibaka interview, like official. We just need to figure out production because Jerome's not around for this. But don't worry, someone also.
It's about to be on the iPhone.
Alex is like, yo guys, just let me turn on my laptop camera and split one mic with Serge.
Yo, where's nephew Kyle, man?
We got Serge. We got
Nemhard part 2.
Andrew and Ryan Nemhard together at once. That'll be a fun interview. We're gonna also
Alex might try to get Norm again.
No, we're gonna establish contact with Norm and hopefully connect with him before the start of the season.
We got a Norm interview potentially in the works. We got
full length, full
AJ
feature
Lawson.
length.
I think we were only off for 3 minutes for that one. But
shouts to AJ's agent Mike, but Mike was very diligent and was like, "Yo, get AJ on your pod." He told me 3 different times. I'm like, you know what? We'll get AJ on the pod. So
Mike and Ike, baby, Mike and Ike.
Well, it'll be it'll be nice to talk to AJ, man. I feel like he's had probably like a really good summer league for himself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, so there's gonna be lots of content coming.
No, we're gonna keep the momentum going. You know, obviously it's the summertime, but you know we're still very focused on the content coming up, and then you know before you know it, you know the season will be here, training camp, you know preseason, and then the season will start. So. We're super ready, man, and we're excited. Like once again, you know, hit like and do all that stuff that matters. Subscribe.
We're not stopping at 10K, everyone.
Yeah, let people know about the feed. Keep letting people know. I feel like there's so many people out there who you know would want to check out the stuff that we're doing, and you guys do such a great job of just helping to amplify our stuff, and we want that to keep going. So I really appreciate everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean. And again, like going back to what Jerome said about this whole trip, like it was a really validating trip. Like you know, like just I guess a bit over a year ago, we launched Hello and Welcome. Our first actual event was Summer League last year. That was already really fun. But Summer League this year, I think it was like, I think it was just like a really like validating experience, getting to go down to practice and shouts to the PR staff, like setting us up with so many sit downs.
Absolutely.
Like, originally, I'm like, okay, we have 2 practices. I want to request 3 interviews. I thought that was kind of like a lot. And I'm coming out with 4. That's already really, really good. I thought it was just a good chance to sort of catch up with some of these guys. I mean, and again, just, it's not really about the Raps and the Banter pod necessarily, but I really did feel connected to this group. I think they really won all of us over in terms of we're coming in, we're like, okay, it's Summer League. Like, how much does it really matter? It's kind of like a work conference where, like, basketball is kind of almost interruption of it all. But I think it became the main thing with how much the Raps were playing, how hard they were competing, especially on the defensive end. It was really exciting just to get to know these young guys. They all seem like really nice and just like, I don't know, like, they seem nice. They're young. They're eager. They're like just like about the right things. They're good to the media. They're good to each other. They're great to watch. Like, all of that was fun. And also, like we got like the royal treatment. Really, like we got to go to Backstreet Boys. Courtesy of our friend Matt. And like
shout out Matt. Really,
we're legit in the after party with like members of the Raps afterwards. Like it's that was an amazing time. Being able to go to all these restaurants and. Seeing our agent, which was really cool as well. Shouts to Ike. We wish we got to catch up with you a little bit more, but it was really nice. Like we got to go to the clutch party. We got to, even in terms of like the studio space, like we got to put together that round table, which turned out really well. Just on the production side, big assist to Jerome on that one. But like also setting up the space to do the React pods, which because that space was so out in the open, we got Adam Silver on. Like this whole thing was great, and of course like. One of the things that's really rewarding too is like when you can bring in like younger people into this for like their first time going to Summer League and trying to put them on and like show them the right places. Like in this instance, it was like for me, it was like our friend Jeremy was going to Summer League for the first time, so I like spent like the first half day when he was there just like showcasing like this entrance where you can go, getting this, getting that, like just putting other people on, and connecting with like fans of the show, other friends of the show. Shouts to Amy Otterberg. We don't see Amy as much anymore, but we got to catch up with Amy. We just had a great time, and I know like we were talking about a lot of the fun that we had. We also worked really hard, man. Like you know,
so tired, guys.
Dude, there's one point where we were the second day of practice. We had just talked to I think Brandon Ingram
right.
for the scrum, and then there was like probably like 2 minutes in between where PR went across the gym to go get Jamal Shed to bring him over for the sit down. And I know must have stressed out Jerome because like Jerome's like, okay, let's set up the shot. Let's prioritize. Obviously, this is the biggest thing you wanted to do is the Jamal Shed interview. And I'm like, no, but I really want to just upload the video of this Brandon Ingram scrum because he just said like, hey, yo, we're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so literally like between uploading the video, capturing the video, putting together a thumbnail for the video, somehow that was all done within like 60 seconds. And then I shut off my laptop to walk over and meet Jamal as he also got to the chair. And then went into that interview as well. Like it was just like nonstop work or play, and that's why I'm like so tired right now. But it was a really good experience. I actually can't imagine a Vegas even better than this one. Like, this was crazy. And Alex got freed, man.
Yeah,
this guy was in cuffs. Everyone was asking about Alex in cuffs. By the way, at one point after the last post game that we were at for the Nuggets game, Phil, shouts to Raptors PR Phil, he was joking around. He's like, "Yo, if we win the Summer League, you should get a ring for this." And I'm like, "I would be nice if that wasn't a joke."
Yeah.
I want something to commemorate the Summer League.
Also, like beyond like all the like you named so many different names, and I think that really helped the validation. But like truly, not to be all sappy about it, like I feel so privileged to do this with you two. Yeah. Like, and I felt like super strong about it coming out of this trip too. So.
That's why I said it's like leadership camp, man. At the end of leadership camp, everyone writes warm fuzzies to each other. Opens up, writes secret messages to each other, puts them in the envelope. Still have those warm fuzzies to this day, man.
We're rolling, we're squirting, we're...
What? Why? Is it
because anything to get the stream to end?
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in right now and listening. Congrats if you made it to this 3-hour mark that I'm absolutely convinced that Will has just been trying to get to.
For sure I was just trying to get to this point.
I know you were. Anyway. Will, can you close this out since we hit our 3-hour mark?
Yes, that's right. Tune in later tonight at midnight. I will be going live after the conclusion of Raptors Warriors. If the Raptors win, very likely they will make the actual Summer League playoffs, which will be really exciting. This group has been very intentional about how much they want to compete as compared to other teams who are shutting down their stars. So check back in at midnight. But otherwise, thanks for everyone for listening. This has been the Hello and Welcome podcast presented by Betway, and we'll catch you next month for the Banter pod, which will probably include a lot of our trip overseas. See you guys.